live. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Twitch.
Hello.
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 I think that worked. All right. So, hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of saveVSgames presents The Curse of Strahd. Why exactly is it special? Well, I'm glad you asked. Now that we've reached our followers goal of 50 there, we don't really care about followers that much anymore. We've got the game set up the way we want it, because now you guys can actually watch the stream and earn points and participate. So these things are these points that you'll receive for free are called Pantheon points on both saveVSgames and our partner channel D&D Play 20. Why are they called Pantheon points? Well, good question. I'm glad you asked. Because you, the live viewers, are now the gods that make up the pantheons. In Greek mythology, a pantheon is a group of gods that align together under the same ideals. And as a viewer of our stream, you'll now be able to align yourself with the PCs or the DM and use your power to help them, or become an agent of Strahd and help me pull their strings. So just by watching the stream, you're going to accumulate points that you can use, that you can get for free, and you can use to give advantage or disadvantage to players and DMs. So you can see it in the chat window. There's going to be a little small blue shield, and that's going to be representing how many points you have. So as you watch, that'll go up, and you can spend them when you got them. And we've got some other stuff planned too, but for now we're just going to see how that goes and how crazy this gets. We encourage everyone to also join the Discord to stay in the loop and chat with myself and these marvelous players. Give us suggestions on how to improve the stream, or you maybe have an idea on how I can mess with them. So yeah, just stop on by. There's a link in the Discord in the About section of the Twitch page. And as for live viewers, we also have D&D Beyond integration overlay that you can turn on to see the current HP and stats at any time. It's a pretty cool little interface. I really like it, so hopefully you can check that out if you haven't seen it yet. And we have a few things going on in the community too. The next 5e boss battle series is ready, and we're looking for players. So get in touch with me on the Discord if you're interested in playing. And we're running it on March 9th at this time, but it's a Tuesday. So it'll be 5 PCs, level 16, Mind Flayer Prison Break, where players have to fight their way out of an illithid lair. And there's going to be a sign-up form on the Discord this week where you can apply to play. Also, our amazing partner channel, D&D Play 20, has been running Forge of Fury, a short adventure DM'd by our very own Cole, aka Pete Dutcher. It's a great group of players and looks like a lot of fun, so make sure you guys check that out too. And the last session, maybe not the last session, is coming this Saturday. And I'll let Pete talk about that if he wants to mention anything else about it.
Yeah, our players are having such a good time that even though next Saturday was going to be our next session, they want to try to stretch it out an additional week. But because we're all busy the following week, it'll be 2 weeks from this Saturday for the final session.
I thought that was it, but I just needed to make sure. So, and our charismatic PC over here, Chris, is also DMing again. He's been working on launching a new podcast, Roads of Nesca. And so, Lee, do you want to tell people a little bit about it, or should I?
Yeah, it's a podcast inspired by the radio shows of the 1940s and 50s, but rather than reading off of a script, the story is informed by the rules of D&D. So if somebody makes a bad roll when they're confronting the big bad villain and they fall into the acid pit and die, well, then the story is going to go in that direction. Or they make a good roll and they capture them earlier on, it's another surprise. So it combines the long-form storytelling of a radio show with the improvisational abruptness of a D&D game.
Awesome.
I give it 2 thumbs up. Well,
Thank you. We're still
I
in
can't hold
workshop.
that thumb up.
We're still in workshop right now, but I can post a link to what we've done so far.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome little thing he's got going. I really like listening to your dynamic between you and your players. It's pretty neat.
Thanks.
So, okay, well, I guess that covers all of our busyness. So let's jump right into a recap of last week. I suppose we can start up some. You guys ended up in the bar at the end of the episode. So.
I think my token lost its vision yet again.
Oh no. Oh, that's because you have this one. That's fine. I'll bring you a new one.
Thank you.
You'll be fine. You will be there.
The game already hates me.
New screen tonight too.
I had to update their HP and everything, and I forgot to give her eyeballs. So, after having somewhat of a restless sleep, the PCs all went to the church in Barovia to bury Kolyan Dirovich, the former village burgomaster. This is last episode. The priest, Father Donovich, repaired the entrance to the church the day before and met the players outside, directing them through a gate and into the back where the graveyard behind the holy building was, to give his first service in over 2 months. 2 moons, as we say. Before they could finish the last rites, for the father of Ismark and Ireena, they were interrupted by a voice from outside the graveyard. Cole's brother called out to him, "Hello, brother." But before they could properly catch up, the PCs geared up for a fight and began firing at him with spells and crossbows. In response, he put his plan into action and commanded the skeletons that he had animated to attack the party, but leave the girl, Ireena, alone. All around them, skeletons rose from their graves and closed in around the PCs. Krim was quick to action as he grappled the Triton necromancer named Reef Obsidian and flew him up into the air. And before Cole's twisted brother could even explain himself, he found himself in danger. You need to hit Alt for the window.
Your chat's not. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I did it there so it wouldn't interrupt you.
Okay, I'm going to ignore that for a second. Anyways, he found himself in danger. While up 40 feet in the air, the evil wizard decided he was high enough and turned on his attacker, knocking Krim out with a blight spell and sending them both free-falling 40 feet to the ground below. Seeing his reunion with his brother going wrong, he then cast Dimension Door and escaped into the woods to the north of the church, leaving the party to deal with his undead treat. Cole and Midnight both used their divine connections to turn the undead creatures, and the party was able to kill most of them without taking any more serious injuries. After healing up, they went to the tavern to regroup after the chaotic funeral service. There they planned their next move and debated the merits of staying to help Ismark with his duties in town and getting his sister Ireena to safety in Vallaki or even Kresk. Ismark left just before the group could leave, and they saw Erigel walk through the doors. So, that is pretty much where we pick up. Cole, what were you trying to say? About chat? Need to pull Alt? Hit Alt. Are you muted?
You're muted.
I don't hear Cole.
I think he's muted.
That was my
he's probably
fault.
muted.
Your window that's capturing the chat for Twitch. If
Yeah.
you Alt tab out of that, it pauses the chat. So you have to hit Alt to unpause it. So, but it seems to be working now.
Yeah, I don't see the problem right now, so just gonna keep
Okay.
going.
Can we get to the game?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So the Vistani just came through the door? I
Yeah,
remember
so
it
you
was
see-
like an 80s freeze frame, like they came through the door and like, and then we're gonna pick this up next week.
Yeah,
See what
exactly.
these Duke brothers have gotten themselves into this time.
Exactly. So you see Erigel standing there. He's held the door open and let his friends in. There's another guy with a looks like a saber, maybe some type of bodyguard. Another younger Vistani beside him as well. And then you see Periwimple in the back carrying a keg over his shoulder. It looks like a full keg of wine. And Erigel, oh, hello, my friends.
Mira's
go.
going to take a dagger and throw it into the door jamb right past his ear. She's obviously not aiming for him, but she's pretty angry with him.
Oh, Mira, the dartboard's over there. Well, she gets pretty competitive, and you'll have to excuse her. What are you doing?
He
I like
left
this
us.
side
Do
of
you
you.
not remember how we got here in the first place?
No, I
He just
don't.
up and left.
I remember I got eaten by wolves, and then I fell asleep and was here.
Exactly. How is he here if he didn't leave us?
Well, it's going to be a lot harder to know that if there's a dagger sticking out of his forehead.
Obviously, if I had wanted to stick him in the forehead with a dagger, I would have done it.
Oh, she's a big
Erigel's listening to
fan.
all this.
No, we're whispering to each
You
other.
guys
and
are
I look
whispering?
over and
Okay.
say, she loves the wine. Okay, but just don't do anything that... If you want to learn something from him, I suggest throwing questions and not knives.
Oh,
You look-
Snickers.
You look back
Fair
over and you see him like
point.
with his hands on his hips, and he kind of looks back over his shoulder a little bit and smiles a little bit, and he's like, I see you had a rough road here already.
Yes, are you up for a game of dagger darts? Mira, it was just demonstrating her great skill. If you're willing to play, I'm sure she'd be willing to indulge you and ask a few questions.
Oh, I remember this one from Daggerford as well. She is quick with those daggers. I have to watch my back, I think, in this game.
Well, playing dagger darts in Daggerfell is just daggerific.
It's like, okay, you guys go find a seat there. I will be with you in a minute. And you bring that to the bar there, Periwimple. And so these guys start walking around and going up through the... Oh, I need to zoom out just a little bit. Start walking through the back here between the benches and finding a chair up here to sit in. And then Erigel comes up and, just into conversation range better. Periwimple starts walking back towards the bar.
Oh, right this way, Argyle. I'll throw some daggers with you. Mira, you want to join in?
That is okay. I'm not in the
love
mood
to.
for dagger throwing. I have a business here at the bar to do. I'm glad you made it, though. I thought you guys left. We woke up the morning and you were all gone from our caravan there, so I wasn't sure you would make it all the way here.
Yes, and I'd love to throw some daggers, but what do you say?
Well, I guess if we're having a competition, we need a drink first. But I will throw daggers with you in a little while.
Well, drinks first it is then, huh?
What's the insight for?
I was just doing a check to see if I believed him that he woke up and we were gone.
I whisper, should
Yeah.
I use Zone of Truth?
That's kind of how it happened to him,
Okay.
as far as you can tell.
Yeah.
He seems to be honest about that part. But yeah. Sorry, Pete, what did you say?
I was suggesting that I use Zone of Truth, but never mind now.
Well, I am going to get a drink from the bar. You guys can join me if you like. We have plenty of stuff to discuss, but I can spare a few minutes with you guys if you like. And he starts doing his thing. He's going back to do his business at the bar.
Weren't we about to leave?
Well, is it because we were going to leave the next morning, weren't we?
Yes, I think that was the plan.
All right. Well, a few drinks can't possibly hurt. Remembering the last time he had some drinks, it turned into a whole mess that he had to flee the Countess's castle.
I have a feeling if we stick around, we may see a barroom brawl.
So he's telling the bartender what to do and telling Periwinkle what to do with the keg and stuff. And you guys see that Periwinkle brings it around to the back of the bar, and then he quite easily taps the keg or gets it all set up for the girl, and then she starts pouring some drinks, and Ergel grabs a couple of them and says, "Hey, grab the rest if you like." And he drops off a couple for his buddies here, and then he starts pulling chairs from one table to the other. And he's like, "Let's all get together around the one table here, huh? Catch up a little bit."
Oh, elbows midnight and laughs with a big grin on his face and says, "I thought I was the hot-headed one."
Yes, when it comes to us mysteriously ending up into a completely different continent, I think the others are.
Shall we
Mir-
join?
Obviously
Sure.
trying to regain her composure as she grabs her dagger out of the door jamb and puts it in her belt, and she'll go over and take one of the drinks offered and just down the glass of wine in one shot before sitting down at the table, because she does recognize that having allies is not a bad thing.
Erigel's
looks
watching the
around.
whole time, and he's impressed by your. Give me an intimidation check with your drinking.
Okay.
And while she's doing that,
See how
Cole looks
well
around and says, "To me, my stool." Drax, it didn't work.
Give me a minute. Okay, no, you hold it okay, but he sees that you had a little bit of a minute of struggle, and he, okay, he's not scared of you after watching you drink, but he could have been. Okay, so then yeah, he's gonna come over and might as well just grab everybody. It's like, so have you guys while in this process he's pulling chairs over, and he's kind of ignoring you in a lot of ways, but at the same time he's just kind of jovial and floating around the room a little bit and not really stressed at all. And he's like, "Okay, so you guys are talking about heading out. I talked with the bartenders, and they are telling me that you were talking about going to see Madame Eva still. And I would like to well, first of all, have you seen Orwin yet, Mira?"
Orwin's here?
Well, I assume so. It's been a month or so since I've seen the man, but when I did see him, well, let's just say I'm looking for him as well. I think you were still looking for him, as far as I remember.
Where would he be? He comes here often?
No, I did not see him here. I saw him in our Velaki camp. But that was weeks ago, month even. And
Well, then you've seen him more recently than I have.
Well, this is disturbing. You promised me that if you do get in touch with this man, I would like to continue our business. So, You let me know first thing if you find him at all, eh?
I will do that for a bottle of Champagne de la Stomp.
Well, this is something that maybe can be arranged if we do it in the opposite order. You see,
Oh.
Orwin is supposed to help me get the winery going. So without Orwin, I don't believe that it will be anytime soon before you get this wine.
How is
But-
he supposed to help you get the winery open?
Well, Orwin and I are talking in business. I don't know if you know very much about the business numbers, being a woman and all, but business is, it's complicated.
So
All
she
right,
she
Myra,
hears that
go ahead and
comment.
stab him.
They have to
Barroom
concentrate
bra.
on the
Fight, fight, fight.
So she was getting really angry, and then Chris said that. It was just like the perfect break in tension. So she's just like, and she'll just kind of be like, mutter under her breath in Chris's direction, "Thank you."
Well,
Just
I don't
so
mean...
you know, if you are planning to work with Orwin, if you're thinking more about longevity of your business, you might also want to, I don't know, share your oh so complicated numbers with this woman here, Orwin's successor.
Well, let's hope that Orwin can still do his own number crunching, but I will say that it is in common interest for Barovia and for the Vistani to clear the fields to the east of all the threats going on. That is one of our pursuits that we are going to be worried about in the next little while in order for our plans to proceed. But I digress. You were going to Madame Eva, yes?
Yes, I believe that was the plan.
Yes, she might be able to tell you where to find Orwin. That is
No,
why
I get
I
the
would like
impression
to either go with you or perhaps meet up with you after you see her. Is this something you would be willing to do?
Are you
I have something for
asking-
you. I'm sure that as adventurers in this land, you don't really know exactly what you're dealing with. So, how about
Who said anything about adventurers? We're just trying to survive here. All right.
Right. This might help. And he pulls out from his pack, like a man bag. He pulls around to the front and.
Well, it's a lovely fanny pack you have. Where did you pick it up?
Oh, thank you. It's embroidered, and
It's very Eastern European.
he pulls out this thing that it doesn't look like it's a long piece of paper, and it kind of looks like it was been folded to go in there or something. And he pulls out it ends up being a map, and it is a map of the area that you are in. This is something that I have another one. I have plenty of these, but this is something that I get off of another traveler one time. It basically outlines for you how long it will take you on foot to get to different places, yes? And you should be able to see Madame Eva is not very far, so if we were to give you a ride, it cuts that time in half. And so he's like, we are here now, and he points to the village. You guys all see that?
No, my vision is messed up on every map page, I think.
Village.
Oh, jeez, you're...
Every single map page, I have no vision.
Okay.
Midas is tiny.
Tiny smites.
Yeah, tiny smite. Okay, so yeah, now you can see...
Yeah.
I need to
on
name my
there?
next paladin. Tiny
Tiny
smites.
smite.
Gnome paladin.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, you can see there's the gate where you guys came into Barovia. And then right about here, there's a little, right underneath the 3.5, there's a little house, which you might recognize as Durst Manor. To the south of that is the fields where they are talking about having the crops that they used to, the fields they used to tend, the crops. And there's Barovia there. And then the next journey leg is up to this fork in the road here. He's pointing to all this, and that fork in the road dictates where the path splits to the road to Vallaki and the road to Madame Eva. And so Madame Eva's sitting right where that 3 is almost, in the Sarahpool encampment. And Vallaki is all the way up here. So it's about 24 hours of foot travel to Vallaki, and about 6.5 to Madame Eva. On the way, he points out, this is obviously the castle you can see from the ridge. That's Castle Ravenloft. And, yeah, that is pretty much all that is here. There is the old Durst windmill over here. And, as far as I can tell, that is all the main areas on this map. There is a larger map that we can get you. I just don't have one with me right now. But I would really appreciate it if you would consider helping us clear this land of its new inhabitants, because we are trying to get it back. It was once food for Barovia, but the population around here has dwindled. They don't need all the food, and they do need some of it, but I believe that we can make a mutual beneficial relationship and perhaps keep the creatures at bay long enough to grow some wine.
Well, it's really not my call. It's Ireena. Her life is in danger. She's been marked by dangerous forces. Ireena, what do you say?
I don't really know. I have a lot of love for this town, but I don't think my being here is very safe for other people. So, like, I don't know if that man would have attacked us the other day or this morning at the funeral if it wasn't for me being there. It seemed like they were ignoring me and trying to hurt other people. I don't know. This is all a lot to take in. It doesn't feel like it should be my choice.
Argyle, do you have any words of wisdom for Ireena?
Well, I would say to keep your pretty head down and try to do what we say to keep you safe, if that is what you want to do. The only way to protect somebody is if they listen to you, so that is my advice.
Our drinks are running a little low. Maybe you could ask for that barmaid over there to come over and fill them up for us?
One more would be okay, I suppose. I am a businessman after all. And he stomps his glass on the table a few times and then shakes it around, and you see them moving around behind the bar. Trying to get in gear. And yeah, they're coming over and filling up with a pitcher of wine, refilling some cups. So yes, I will leave you with this map for now. If you decide to go to Madame Eva, then let me know. We are leaving here in a few hours, or maybe just before dinner probably. We will be traveling to Madame Eva's camp tonight and then on to Vallaki tomorrow. So up to you if you would like to come with us. And if you do see Orwin anywhere, let me know right away. Yes. You can get in touch with any Vistani, and they will eventually get me the message.
So, Aragol, this land that you want cleared out for, is this for your wine making?
Yes, yes.
And what cut of the profits were you planning on giving Orwin for helping you with this?
Well, we never really got to work this out. It seemed like there is another winery here, and I got the feeling that he was trying to maybe take his business elsewhere the last time I saw him. But I have not heard from him, so, I mean, I don't really know. We haven't worked out the full details yet. But yes, it's something I'm worried about as well. I don't know exactly. But I assume it will be a large majority of Vistani work and a large majority of Vistani profit. That is how we roll.
Not if you can't clear the land by yourself.
Aye, but, well, yes, Vistani, we do prefer to work in trade than other means of... We aren't all fighters, you see. Some of us are just good old folk, so... I am trying to protect all my people.
Mira wants to see if it really is that he wants to protect all his people or if it's really just that he wants to protect his purse.
Yeah, roll insight.
Okay. Ah, my rolls are crap tonight. All right.
You're not sure. You get a feeling like you're right, but you don't have any guarantee that you're wishy-washy on it.
Okay. It could go either way.
Your
All
gut,
right.
you can't deny that your gut might be right still, but at the same time, you're not sure.
Mm-hmm.
So. Cole, you're sold.
I tried.
You're sold that he wants to help his people. All right. Mira will be like, uh-huh. And then she's downing her wine as fast as they can get it to them.
So there's I'm gonna give you guys this thing in your journals so you can see the travel time map a little better and not have to be on this map. And then Aragol is going to leave you with that and bid you adieu with a nice bow. And you can see his he's got multiple daggers sticking out on the one side, and like as his coat, like he moves his coat to the side to bow, you can see a nice long sword and some daggers and stuff. He's well armed man, and back to the bar for you. Oh, and Ireena is supposed to be over there with you, so.
Mira, do you have vision?
I have vision just fine.
Okay.
I see that I don't trust Aragol as far as I can throw him.
You went back to having 4 seats and no map, but that's okay. Use your imagination. Aragol goes over and sits at the bar again for a little while, talks to his bartenders.
That being said, we don't really know what the wilderness will hold here. So I think having strength in numbers is not a bad idea. But if we go with him or travel with him, I think we need to watch our backs.
I certainly do not trust him.
Yeah, I don't get the feeling, Ireena's here, I don't get the feeling that he's being fully honest with us.
I believe you're right. I'm certainly not going to help him clear those fields. I apologize if it could help the people of Barovia, but I think it could potentially cause more problems than it solves. Unless I'm incorrect, Ireena. You know your people better than I do.
No, I believe you are correct. For now, at least, I don't want to.
Ireena, I need to interrupt here, but what, since you are local here, what sort of benefit would it be to the people to have the fields cleared from your point of view, from a local's point of view?
Well, we can get a lot of kinds of meat here, especially because the Vistani come in so regularly. They bring they can carry in deer and things from the forest that they kill. So this bar is fairly well stocked usually, and so is our house now that after my father made that deal with Strahd last year. But the rest of the town still suffers to get meat other than wolf and boar, things that are in the woods still here, Barovia. But vegetables are more rare. It is harder to find good vegetables than it is meats. So I think it would be more healthy for my people to have farmland we can use. Again, we had it for a while, but it became overrun and too difficult to tend. So we had to leave it. We don't have weapons here. We're not a big fighting town. Actually, more children left than adults here, I think now. I'm not sure, but
The children certainly seem to be fighting.
You
They're
children,
certainly capable.
or do you mean orphans?
well, I think most of them are orphans now. Yes, some of them aren't. I know that some of them are just running
Wait,
with the gang.
we've gotten a bit off topic. What benefits do the fields have to this area? You talked about some meats, but then
Well,
you
we don't
were
have
talking
any
about
vegetables
orphans.
other than there because the sun.
You
Well,
gotta
the
eat
sun
the
doesn't
vegetables.
shine very well here, right? As you've seen, it's
Right.
it's obscured all the time. So that field is fairly good at growing. It must be good soil. I don't know. It's one of the only places where we seem to be able to grow crops.
I mean, to me, it seems like your biggest problem right now is the orphan problem
This is one of them.
and
Yes,
the orphan gangs.
I would very much like to have. We used to have an orphanage in town, but it burned down. So
Are there any kindly old ladies that could take them in?
well, there are a few. I mean, we they there used to be more. I don't know if they've
Yeah.
all made it through the winter.
I had a grandma, marvelous baker, and maybe we could find some elderly old woman that fond of baking and could take care of these children as a makeshift orphanage.
Well, it's a possibility.
You also have this giant manor that is about to be vacant as you
Yes.
and your brother are leaving.
Chris
Maybe it
folds his
could
arms. Yes.
maybe it could endear your brother to his people if he were to set up at the very least a makeshift housing.
I like this idea. This is. I really do like this idea.
And there's plenty of food there already. So they
Well,
wouldn't be hungry.
it would only take them about a day to destroy that place. But yes, no, I like the idea. It's a good idea. There is an old lady named Granny that might be interested in helping the children. Maybe she could run. There is an orphanage in Vallaki as well, where we could take some of the children if they would come with us.
Or maybe like an old abbot or something like that.
There is, as far as I know, I have heard stories of an abbot in Kretsk. I believe there was an orphanage there too. I don't know for sure.
Oh, wonderful. I was an orphan myself and was raised for a few years, my early years, by an abbot until my
Untimely growth.
untimely growth.
Untimely adulthood.
I don't. Oh, see, Krim, human children age a bit differently, I assume, than Aarakocra. Like, how old does an Aarakocra live?
Um,
You
my
see, Ireena just
grandpapa used to
totally.
lived until 50, but
Oh.
I'm only 13.
Yes. Well, humans, we age a little bit slower than that, so no like untimely growth. Yeah, I mean we do have that period, but we call it puberty.
Must be sad being small for a long time.
It is. It's very sad. Also, not having wings. I envy you.
You should.
Well, who knows? Maybe your powers could eventually lead you to fly someday.
But he
Ireena's
can
just
already
totally.
fly.
Ireena's totally like into this conversation, just like elbows on the table and like, like a child listening to people talk. Just into it.
Ireena,
Well, yes. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Ireena, I understand your need for safety, but I'm also getting some hesitation from you. I think you legitimately care for your people and do not want to leave them in the current state. But as far as your safety is concerned, do you feel safe enough if we were to do things like help set up this orphanage? If you were to stay with us, do you feel safe enough to stay a little bit longer?
I don't want to put anyone else in danger, but I would stay another night if need be.
I mean, your very presence puts people in danger. It's true. No matter where you go.
I have yet to meet this man who has been stalking me, but I have felt him multiple times. It's like, have you ever had the feeling of someone watching you and then you turn around and there's no one there? It's that feeling is all the time. And so I can live with the feeling, but my worry is that just like my father, other people will suffer and possibly even die because of my choices. So I would like it to be a group decision. If we can make a group decision, I would prefer that than leaving it all to me, because it's not fair. I don't know.
Well, to be honest, I struggle to. I don't feel strongly either way. Let's just leave it at that. It seemed like it was the rational thing to do to get you to safety, but you don't seem to be very driven. So my own willingness to make it happen seems to be a bit doused.
Well, there is another thing maybe you should know, and she's like really gets quiet and leans into the table. She's like, I have heard my brother has told me that Father Donovich has some things that might be able to help me stay safer. He has told the priest of Strahd's interest in me, and now I think the priest has something for me. He's going to either bring it over or Ismark's going to go see him, and he'll get that for me. I don't know exactly what it is. He said something about protecting me from him being able to see me. So maybe if I get that today, then we have some more time.
So Mira's putting together bits and pieces about, the conversation that she picked up from the mines. And I believe that they had said that, is it Donovich?
Yeah, Father Donovich, yeah.
Okay, yes, that Donovich was going to bring the items to Ismark. I can't remember if I picked up on a time or not.
You figured it was something that was probably urgent, but not a specific time.
Okay. Well, I believe you're right, Ireena, and I think that maybe we should go to the manor and pick up that item as soon as possible if it can make you safer, at least for the time being. I don't feel great about leaving the city in the state that it's in, with a bunch of orphans running around feeling like they have to kill people to survive. I have been in that position, and I would not wish it on any child. And
What do you mean you've been in that position?
I grew up on the streets. Like Chris, I was, or at least I thought I was an orphan. And for the earliest childhood I can remember, it was nothing but cold and hunger and fear.
Oh.
And I wouldn't wish that feeling on anyone.
Well, I'm sorry to hear this. It seems like a lot of you have had rough lives that led you here. I know that you are.
I mean, mine wasn't all that bad.
Well, you lived in an orphanage too. You said.
Yeah, but I mean, I knew my father, and it was just circumstance kind of pulled us apart, and other people kind of showed up and they cared for me. So I mean, it could have been worse.
Okay.
Always the optimist.
Thank you.
Well, I appreciate that you are here to help. Either way. I don't know. Should we go and see Ismark, or see? I don't know what you would like to do. Leave right away with the Vistani, or talk to Ismark first? I don't want to leave without my brother, so maybe we should go to the. I can go to the house. You can meet us there.
My instincts are I don't want you going anywhere alone right now, Ireena. This is what I'm thinking, and she'll turn to the group and be like, this of course is up for consensus. We take you to the manor to get the item that Father Donovich has for you. Then we go to this granny that you spoke of to set her up in your household, to provide housing for some of these children that are running around on the streets, that in hopes that some of the violence will calm down once they have a roof over their heads and food in their bellies. And tomorrow we head to go see Madame Eva. That's what I'm thinking. What are you guys thinking?
I like it.
Simple.
Okay. Well then, let me go say hello to Periwimple, and then we will. I'm ready to go after that. And she just scoots over to the bar and puts her hand on Periwimple's shoulder and starts laughing.
Okay. Mira's watching this like, interesting. She picking up on anything there?
You could do I guess it would be insight again. Yeah, you can see that she's acting a little bit flirtatious, trying to turn on a little bit of her feminine wilds for the large guy.
Go, cousin.
Apparently, she likes the strong. I'll just say strong type.
So yeah, if you guys wanted to talk about anything else or do anything else before you leave, then or let me know where you're headed.
Chris is ready to turn in for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's
To the
probably
manor?
about it was
About
about
midnight,
11
right?
o'clock before you
That
we
was
started
morning
today,
still.
so it's probably about noon now.
We went over there. We started at 11. We drug a body out to the middle of nowhere graveyard, buried it,
No, you
got in a fight.
You
As
got
in
back
the
to the
morning.
bar at around 9 a.m. after the funeral.
The funeral was at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, that's the most fantasy part of this game.
It was an early funeral because
Barovians are weird.
well, you guys were talking about leaving right away, possibly, and so
The rush
in order to
was
get
that-
the most in for a day, you said, okay, first thing in the morning we'll have a funeral then, and then we can hit the road if we need to, because that was the idea, is to try to get more out of the day.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna practice dagger knives.
That's why no
Um,
Barovians showed up, because you guys were the only ones there because it was so early.
So Mira's kind of curious. She wants to see Chris practice some dagger knives.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some dagger knives. I'm gonna take my dagger and
Some dagger knives.
throw it at their dartboard. Sure, that'll go over really well.
Yeah, there's a dartboard up here in the corner.
Chris does have an advantage
Hey, what's that?
through the Pantheon.
Oh,
Pantheon points.
You're granted an advantage through Pantheon points on your next roll, so it was
No,
that roll.
I got a 21.
look at
Although I would
that.
have enjoyed a natural one more.
Mira
Yeah,
will
21.
watch and be like, all right. She's got some respect for his dagger skills.
Can we say
His
anything
dagger
over
knives.
a 20 as a bullseye?
That's awesome. Yeah, that we can definitely say that you just hit a red bullseye.
Is that 10
And-
points?
You've impressed Erigel enough that he starts to walk over.
Well, Mira, it's your turn. Let's see how you do.
Oh, okay. All right. So what does the winner get?
The winner, the loser buys the drinks.
All right.
And
that's-
since it's 9 o'clock in the morning and we're already drinking, it's gonna be a big bill.
Well, okay, to be fair, Aragol is going to get all of what we drank. I'll make sure the bartenders know it up until this point.
Oh, this
Alright.
is taken care of. He's overhearing you now that he's closer. He's like, the drinks so far have been on me, but let's go for closest to the bullseye gets continues on. The losers end up paying. Huh?
Oh, are you playing with us?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
He'll come around and take a step
Paul
behind you.
leans back on his imaginary stool and puts his feet on the table.
Make this interesting, yes?
Okay. So I'm rolling a dagger to hit.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she split my dagger in half. Didn't know that was possible.
Right through the hilt.
Yeah, she Robin Hood my dagger. I feel so emasculated.
That is hilarious.
Aragol, your turn?
Intimidated by the dagger throw.
Didn't put a dagger in his inventory, though.
Oh no.
D20 plus modifier.
Yeah.
It's alright, he's gonna lose anyways.
19.
He has lost anyways.
It hits the one, but it's like really close to the bullseye.
Right.
All right, one more round on me, and he walks away. It's like, get them another round.
Mira will go up to the target, pull both the daggers out, and pull her dagger out of Chris's. And she's gonna she's looking at the hilt like, sorry about that. I'm sure a blacksmith could repair it at some point. But in the meantime, and she reaches back to her belt where she's got like 6 daggers.
When you hand Chris the dagger, as he holds it in his hands, you can see little bits of mist seep into the cracks and begin to pull the broken parts together. And in a few moments, it's back the way it was.
And she'll like grab his hand and look at the hilt. Well, that's handy.
Yes.
What were you thinking?
I was just thinking, it's like, dang, that shop owner that we talked to earlier is going to charge us so much. And it sure would be nice if this dagger wasn't broken and it started to just kind of knit back together. It might have been the mending. I think that's what I did.
Mira will pull out a crossbow bolt and snap it in half and then hold it up to him. Do you want to try again?
Sure. He sheathes the dagger and holds both and fix. Reparo. Fixinetto.
Right.
No, I don't think I know what I'm doing.
She'll take his hands and put them in his hands. Maybe you have to be holding it.
Yes. All right. Unbreakinito.
And just so you know, that bolt could mean the difference between life and death when we get out there in that wilderness.
Oh, yes. Okay, so I'll panic a little bit and I'll try it now. We're all going to die. Nope, that didn't work either.
Tell him it's his.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah, also, I stole that from your pack. No, just kidding.
You know, I should be surprised, but I'm not.
What the?
I think that says an awful lot about you, Missy.
What?
That you stole it from my bag. And I'm not surprised.
Well, at least I keep things interesting. She'll take the broken bolt.
Oh, that you do. Oh yes, you want these back now, of course. The bolt that you stole from me, you want back. After you just told me that you stole it from me.
I mean, you can have it. It's
do you
broken.
want it? I mean, I'm not fighting you for this. It's already in your hands. I'm just talking about it.
Where are our drinks?
I don't know. Can we smash cut like to 10 rounds into dagger toss and we're still trying to do it and everybody is just basted?
All right, yeah. If you guys want to stick around the bar,
slits in the books and stuff on the bookshelf. There's holes in the walls around the target.
Knives start ricocheting off the stone.
if you guys want to stay in the bar, that's fine.
I'm gonna make my attack roll, but instead of a D20, I'm gonna use a D8 because that's how drunk I am.
Okay,
A 6. Does that sound fair, DM?
I was gonna say everybody can give me Constitution saving throws if you're drinking.
All
I don't
right.
drink.
Okay.
I don't drink booze.
So it's pretty much just Mira and Chris over here drinking alcohol while the others are like,
Natural
Slightly.
1.
Constitution saving throw.
Just
11.
You're both drunk. You're both suffering from the poison condition now.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Oh, would you look at that? I'm out of poison fixing. Oops.
Now you see here,
Go learn from
Mira,
your mistakes in one way.
this game gets easier the more you drink because there's more targets on the wall and it's easier to miss. It's easier to miss. I mean hit. them. With the I see 3 of them now.
Oh, you see 3 of them. I think I only see 2.
Yeah.
Where's Ireena going, guys? Guys, Ireena's leaving.
What?
Bye, Ireena.
No,
She's a nice girl.
Wait. What does she see?
You've just
Bunch
watched
of
her walk.
drunks.
You've just watched Ireena walk out of the bar with Periwinkle.
Oh, shit, guys. No, we can't let her go by herself. We have to go. It's not safe.
All right. I tried to sheathe my dagger and stab myself. cut a hole in my pants. Oh, dang it. Fixolato! Nothing happens.
Midnight's just kind of running after Ireena, saying, "Wait, we told you not to go anywhere."
Yeah. What, underage girl, why don't you want to hang out in the bar with a bunch of drunk adults?
Okay, so you guys are heading back out to the street. Then I will bring you back to this map here.
Waiting before I say I can't see.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't see.
You should be able to see.
Let me,
Okay.
I see a party token.
I see party token. Okay, I can see that.
Okay, good. Everybody should be able to control the party token.
Yes. Woo.
Okay, so stop.
Pac-Man!
Wah, 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 wah.
Party token only moves 1 square every
2
30
years.
seconds or so, because it's like you can jump buildings. But I'll let you guys know. You see Ireena walking back toward Bildrith's Mercantile across the street there. You also see Ismark, if you are noticing anything at all. Actually, yeah, give me everybody give me perception checks to see if you notice Ismark. Because
That would be a disadvantage for me and Chris, right?
Womp womp.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. Midnight see. I was figuring Krim would see no matter what, but because his perception's high enough, but because
It's
your
his
passive is
eye.
like 17, right? But
Just
Midnight
16.
16. Okay, yeah. Midnight definitely sees, and you notice that Ismark is headed towards the church, and Ireena is headed towards Bildrith's Mercantile across the street.
Okay, so that's probably Ismark picking up the thing that's supposed to protect Ireena. I'm still gonna pursue after Ireena at the Mercantile, wondering why she has wandered off like a puppy.
Okay. So if you guys are going into there, we can go in if you want, but we could just RP it as well.
Cole is staying with the group. I have to go AFK for a second.
I guess we can bring it into Bildrith's Mercantile. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm blind. Ooh.
Yeah, this
Every
is the wrong.
token is broken.
These are the wrong tokens, so.
Token is
fine.
broken.
My token cries.
Drunk Chris, Silver Cole, Silver Krim, Silver Midnight, Drunk Mira, Ireena and Periwinkle. Okay, now we're good. So you see, Ireena is actually chatting with Bildrith. They're having a nice jovial conversation when you guys walk in, just like
Mira will go over to Ireena and be like, Ireena, we told you don't go by yourself, don't go alone, and you left.
I didn't go by myself. I went with Periwinkle. He's going to protect it. honestly, he's quite a fighter. I'm perfectly safe with him.
Is
Well,
she blushing?
all right. I guess we'll go take care of that field stuff or the thing
Oh, yes.
or something.
Well, that's one thing that I don't imagine that's going to take a few hours only. Are we still leaving today, or tomorrow, or what?
Sure, we can leave right now.
You're
yeah,
both
what?
too
Chris,
drunk to
that-
make decisions.
No, you're
No.
drunk.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty drunk. Yeah.
I'm good. I can drive. Don't worry about me.
No, you're not supposed to use a cart after you've been drinking. That's bad. The
What are
horses do
you-
crazy things.
All right, here are my reins, and I hand her some reins that, up to this point, nobody knows where they even came from. Just like out of his bag. All right.
All right, midnight. What are we doing? What was the plan? I don't remember.
You would remember if you stopped being an alcoholic for 2 seconds.
Well, if you stop being such a cold-hearted robot, maybe you could have some fun.
Oh no, surviving and not dying sounds better than fun right now.
Yeah, well, if you're not having fun, then why survive?
Oh, this is the
Life
party
should
that
be
I'm
about
going to be
more than just surviving.
leaving with,
Yeah.
Bildrith. I was telling you about them. Maybe you have something, some better prices for me than before. No, it's like if I started giving price discounts to everybody with
Yeah, you might have
pretty
some
eyes.
customers.
I might not have any more product, huh?
Chris is belligerent when he's drunk.
They both are.
Like, tell you what, I will play you a game for it.
Okay, I can win.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can. No, I got. I got this.
It's like, all right,
Cast guidance on Chris.
what's a good way to play D&D rock paper scissors?
We roll a
1d3.
1d3. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So 1 beats.
One beats 3, 2 beats 1, 3 beats 2. It's the
Okay.
circle.
Okay, let's do it. So he's gonna best of 3, okay?
Okay.
Best of 3. Let's do the
Ready,
One,
set,
two-
go.
1, 2, 3.
I win.
Oh no! Wait.
If it's
One
1, 2,
beats
like
3.
rock, paper, scissors.
1 beats
Wait.
3.
If it's like rock, paper, scissors as
Wait.
1, 2, 3,
Crim-
1 would be 3.
Chris,
Accidentally
you
click
beat Crim.
guidance.
We all beat each other.
Chris, you beat Crim.
No, we can't do a 3-people game like this. It's gotta be like one person against another person, right? Because this is stupid. We all just beat each other.
Crim, you have guidance?
No, I accidentally clicked the guidance one.
I got a 5.
Yeah.
Because Chris had
All right.
guidance.
Let's
I used
try this again.
broadsword.
Let's try this again. The two of us. I will give you half off the normal price. Anything you want in the store right now if you win.
Yeah,
right
great,
here.
go. I win. You lose.
Ah!
Okay, now
That's 2.
I
Isn't it 1 more that you have to do?
no, we're all good here. I
Uh,
want that fish up on the wall. That taxidermied fish. I want it. How much?
No,
Yes.
no, Chris. Maybe we
Chris,
should
yes.
for something a little bit more useful.
It looks delicious.
What do you
can't
have?
eat
That looks.
taxidermy.
It looks like you have some nice weapons. I could
Yeah,
take some of those.
listen to Midnight. She doesn't even.
Yeah, here, take
says
my
we can't
weapons.
Eat that.
I'll give you the fish. You take the weapon.
Alright.
I'll take the weapons. You
Here's
get the
my
fish.
dagger.
No.
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 He starts looking at
He's
the
like
dagger.
pointing at Bildreth and being like, "No, do not take that deal."
I just kind of slap Chris's hands, like, no.
But fish.
Irina's like, oh boy.
But half price. You made a deal.
Yes, I guess I did. I don't usually lose to people
Drunk.
drunker
Better
than me.
than you.
But you know what, Ireena, just for you, I will help you out with this if you are leaving town. I want you to have a good journey, so anything they want, I will give them half off my normal price. Just for today. That is it. Just for today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm getting soft in my old age. You hear him walk away, cursing to himself a little bit.
Oh no, I just realized something with the sheets when they updated.
What?
You know how you said the Roll20 sheets linked with the D&D B sheets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't update my D&D B sheets for the currency I carry. So the currency I had accumulated from Ismark has poofed. I don't remember how much it was.
Well, he was going to give you guys each 250 bucks or 250 gold to help him out to getting Ireena to safety. And he was also going to give you 250 gold if you could help him solve some of the murders in town before you leave.
I
Or
feel
help
like
him with the clearing the fields to the east a little bit. Just enough to they can get back and forth to the old fields in more safety than they are right now.
Didn't he also give like a couple of us a bag of electrum pieces? Because I remember electrum being used at some point.
Silver isn't really used here.
Right.
I have
think
a sidebar about currency I want to get into when we have time.
He actually he didn't actually give you the gold yet. He just said he would give you.
Oh, we did get a portion in advance.
You got 50.
You got a portion
you got
of
50
electrum.
gold pieces, or was it all in electrum?
I think
remember
it
getting
was
like
electrum.
I remember getting like 100 electrum or something.
That's
in
50
advance?
gold.
So it was, yeah, he gave it in electrum,
no,
I
that's not
believe.
50 gold.
Yeah, it is.
Because electrum's worth less than gold, so.
Yeah, it's 5 times less. So, or like 50 gold would be 250.
That would be 20
electrum.
gold.
I got the currency converter.
We need
it's like-
Morgan.
It's like half between copper or between silver and gold, so it's 5 times, right? Whereas silver's 10 times. So,
I believe...
anyways, if you guys aren't buying anything, I'm probably going to be going upstairs for a little while, closing the door.
Okay, bye.
Time to eat some lunch. Periwimple, how do you feel about some potatoes? Yeah, I love potato patties.
What do you like about him?
He's like already upstairs, but he's like, I love potato patties, potato patties, potato patties.
Hype on potatoes.
Wait, you said he'll sell anything on the adventuring gear, correct?
Yeah, anything on the adventuring gear for now, just right now, 5 times the price. And he'll try to barter with you, rather than anything you want to give him or whatever. He's not gonna give you gold. If you guys have any items or whatever too you wanted to get rid of.
So I was thinking about the currency in Barovia, and since there's a central figure that kind of dominates everybody's life, and that is also mints the money with his face on it, I feel like the name of the money would reflect that personage. You know, like how the English have the crown, or Canadians have the loonie as a way to appease the wrath of geese.
Consolidate into one coin?
No, I mean, there's a cultural linkage, and it's expressed in the currency. So I was thinking, yeah, like Strahd bucks or something like that. Like,
Spookies?
Like
Spooky.
like czars. It's like for Tsarevich. They call it czars.
Yeah.
What? Fangs.
It's called Fangs, yeah.
He's like, Builder hears that. He's like, I don't mind the idea at all. The only problem is I don't want to upset the man if he ever finds out that I was the one who started calling it that.
Well, I would imagine Strahd would be the one, ego-driven, naming the only currency in the land after himself. I was just thinking of a way to display vanity.
It's not outside of the realm of possibility for the man, that's for sure.
We could start a counterfeit ring.
Can I go eat my lunch yet, or what? I want to find out if I'm selling anything, or do...
Oh, I wasn't pitching that idea in character. I was pitching it in meta.
Oh, okay.
As like, this would be a pre-existing thing when we already arrived in Barovia.
Right. It's actually pretty smart to do that if you guys want to start calling Strahd bucks.
Since we're outsiders, we would be accustomed to calling it gold or GP. But I think the people in Barovia would be like, yes, that will be 30 zars. It's like, what's a zar?
I like zars, yeah. That's, zars will work. Just so you guys know what zars are. They're going to be electrum pieces, which are 5 times cheaper than gold and 5 times more expensive than silver. That makes sense. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. I think Mira wants to buy a... Nah, never mind.
All right, closing shop. Let's go. He starts pushing people out.
Thanks for the fish.
He's like, good luck, Ireena. I wish to see you again sometime.
She's in good hands.
Yes.
Yes.
And back out to town map, I guess.
Come on, you drunkies, let's go.
So judgy. And she'll like shrug Midnight off.
Okay, so
just pushing everyone with the shield. Come on, let's go.
Should we go back to the house, or do you want to go? Should we try to do some adventuring together?
Well, as you were escaping with your man toy, I saw your brother head towards the church. Maybe we should meet him there?
Well, he was going to go there and then go back to the house, so yeah, we could go meet him at the church, or I don't know if he's probably still there if you just saw him leave.
Chat says more drinking.
Bad influence, chat.
Well, maybe the priest could use some of this fine wine.
Libations?
Yeah, we'll just drop him by. We got a few drinks. We can, he probably wants to have a little bit, so we can go say hi.
You guys have control of the token there too, so the party
token. They want to see Krim drunk.
Just don't flip it across the map in one go, because just follow the roads and be good little shield people. So down that way, you do actually hear some scuffling sounds coming from one of the houses. It's hard to tell what it is, but if you that's not the way to the church. The church is over here, which you would know.
We all hear the scuffling?
Yeah, you would have heard something, but you don't know what it is unless you do a perception check, but not if you're not going that way.
Oh, okay.
Because we're heading to the church, and we were going the opposite way of the church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like somebody's booping the wrong way.
Krim was booping the wrongness.
Okay, so you guys come to the church. Okay. Well then. Dun dun dun.
Dun blind.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Poor
Yep.
tokens. Without their
Let's bring some
eyeballs.
Mira tokens. I will put one torch every 5 seconds until we can see. Oh, there we go.
I
Torch.
thought he was cleaning that place up.
All right. Church background time.
Huh.
I don't know if we're going to be here long enough to need a background switch. Fair. Is door.
Okay.
This is door.
So, let me just make sure everything is kosher here. Yeah, that's right. So you walk into the church, and there's still pews strewn about everywhere, broken pieces of wood everywhere. There's some newer wood piled up as well. You see a hammer and some nails sitting on one of the benches. And you hear... It sounds like some... Maybe just give me a perception check, everybody. And if you're not in the church yet, I guess... Bring you in.
My passive is 12.
I would have disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
Bum, bum,
So there's
bum.
a bad there.
Grim with his 16 still. So nobody's really picking up on what's going on here yet. Oh, wait. Oh, Chris
Sorry,
with
I'm-
disadvantage.
I had to re-roll, or I had to reload roll 20. And it's taking its sweet time.
Chris,
What was the
you
name of the
only
cleric?
see one thing, and that is a goblet
Donovich.
of wine.
Hey,
Donovich is the guy's name.
Donovich, are you, hey buddy, we're here. And I'm just gonna stumble right in the middle of it.
Mira, no.
So
So
Mira's even more like she'll just stumble into Chris because she doesn't know.
Chris
what-
and Mira, the only thing you guys see is a nice ordained chalice sitting on the altar here.
I imagine Chris and Mira are just have one arm over each other's shoulders and have a bottle of wine, and they're leaning against each other to stand up.
Well, that's why you see the chalice, because it looks like it's got wine in it.
that.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, I had to kind of go back to the entrance to get it to light up.
Well, it doesn't look like he's here. Oh well.
Krim, you hear a little, and Cole, you guys hear a little bit of a shuffling around downstairs.
There's stairs.
There's stairs?
They're invisible.
I point to where I hear the shuffling.
Yeah, where are the stairs, DM?
There is one closed door in this hallway that you've been through, and the rest of the doors are now open, whereas before all the doors were locked. Now just this one door is locked.
Follow the bird.
We open the door.
I'm gonna dip my finger in the wine and taste it.
Door is locked.
We kick down the door.
We need a rogue.
Give me a door kick attack then.
Okay, let me get out of his way, because I
Too
don't
late,
want
you're in
to.
the...
Oh wow.
Could have been the same rule.
So the door is broken badly, but still holding on. It's got some health left.
I'm gonna turn around. Well, I guess that's it. The door is... Wah.
Okay. Yeah, you take it right off the hinges. Everything that was
It
left of it is off the
explodes into
hinges.
dust.
But you hear, as you do this, you hear shuffling around downstairs as well.
I imagine Krim just doing a fist of the North Star kind of thing, where he punches it once and then nothing happens, and then strikes quickly in succession, and then nothing happens, and then looks back at the group, and then the door just explodes into splinters.
Sorry, I'm
And he did it with a quarterstaff as well.
That's
that
kind
was
of how
very
that...
funny, but also badass Brentley says knock knock, it's Krim.
Knock knock. Nice. All right. So yeah, as you look into this room, you see in the corner, Krim, with your sharp eyes and your sober mind, you are instantly able
Sober mind.
to pick up what looks to be, if you walk in, I guess you can, what looks to be a trap door in the floor, and it looks like it's sort of opened, like left propped open a little bit.
Is Krim gonna go in the room?
Yeah.
What's going on? What's happening?
I'm still
Why are
tasting
you
the
bashing-
wine on the altar. Like,
Or be like, that can't taste good.
Why are you breaking
Come
the
on,
church?
drunkies. Come on, drunkies, over here.
Why
What's
are you
the wine
breaking the
taste like?
church?
but what's the wine taste like? Like, I dipped my finger in it and tasted it. Is it wine?
It's
Tried
wine, yeah.
communion wine.
It's
real
crap.
gross.
It's crap wine. It's
Oh, okay. Then I leave. I don't know. Whatever.
it's kind of the same as what you were drinking at the bar. Maybe a little worse.
Ireena, why don't you go first, dear? He knows
Why-
you.
What is happening? Why are you breaking down the church's the doors?
Why was the door locked?
I don't know.
Obviously, there's some sort of big secret. Why
My
else
brother-
would one lock a door?
My brother's probably back at the house now, right?
Yes.
So why do we? Maybe the priest has gone to the house as well.
Okay.
Maybe the priest is hiding something.
Go back to the house and check, and then come back here.
No, you're not leaving the group. Ignore the drunken idiot.
Um.
All right.
He loses his
She
brains
kinda-
when he is drunk. Just ignore him, Ireena.
Takes another step back, and then she goes in and sits on the bed. She's like, "Oh my God, what is going on?"
Wait.
She
Ireena,
had a
you're
couple
not-
drinks too.
Ireena, stay with us. It's not safe. It's not safe. You're not safe. Until
Why
Yeah.
is-
what Father Donovich has, you're not safe. And,
Yeah, Ireena, you're
and
not
we know
safe.
your brother was here, but we didn't see him leave. So
Yeah, we didn't see him
still
leave.
Here. We didn't see him leave. So
We didn't see him leave.
you can't leave.
Okay.
The
I will.
drunk ones. Oh dear.
I will stay, I guess.
Yeah, stay with us. Stay in the middle. Stay in the middle where you're safe.
Okay, I will follow you. I guess we're going into the church basement. I didn't even know there was a basement. Okay.
See, that's what worries us. How did you know there wasn't a basement?
I would suggest we try to stealth, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
That's not gonna
Oh, I
work.
can do that. I'm
Ah,
pretty good
okay.
at that. I can do that.
Everybody
Let me try.
stop moving. Stop moving for 1 second.
No.
Okay.
No.
I could do that. I'm good at that. That's funny.
No.
She is though. She could do that.
Okay,
Watch.
so-
I want her to be as like moving forward in front and being as like sneaky as possible.
So give me a marching order.
Mira first.
So-
Mira
Mira
first.
I'm going last because I don't want the drunks to puke on me.
Okay.
I can be in the middle with Ireena.
Yep, I'll be just behind Mira.
So Chris and Mira first, or Krim and Mira first. And Chris is near the rear. Okay.
Mira's moving
Ireena-
along real sneaky with Scooby-Doo music.
Okay, just give me 20 or 10 seconds here and I'll get you guys in there.
We really need Freddy right now.
Why do we need Freddy? We have Chris.
Because
Because Freddy would be sober.
Freddy's kind of straight
Sure.
edge.
Oh.
Freddy's more of a cocaine man than alcohol.
Yep.
Cocaine's hell of a drug.
Educational.
Keep those senses sharp. And the spiders out of your teeth.
How long does poison from alcohol last?
Forever.
Okay, so
While
I'm gonna give you guys the room here, but as you don't move around right away, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna bump into stuff, maybe. Who knows?
No, I can't see anything, so that's highly
I
likely.
I
can
guess one
see.
of you would light a torch here so that everybody can see.
Bump.
I cast light on a ball bearing and toss it in the middle of the room.
Okay, you can't do that right away. It's going to take an action. First thing that happens as you walk down the stairs is you hear a shuffling, and you hear, you see a shadowy form, which you, I guess, would know because it's kind of overweight, to be Donovich.
The only overweight man in town.
Yeah, you see this shadowy form going and dropping a bag in the corner of the room, and then he runs back over here, and then
Do they know we're here?
well, yeah, they can see you. And they heard you
Obviously.
break down the door, so
Oh, so
yeah,
I don't
so-
get to be sneaky.
as you're coming down the stairs, the father is like, you know, what are you doing? Go back upstairs. This is not the and he
What are
starts
you doing?
he starts
Okay.
like falls
Oh,
to
no,
his
we'll
knees
just come
and
back
starts he falls to his knees and starts like praying a little bit and like starting to cry and pray and swear in the same breath, and he's like looking back and forth at you guys and then at Ismark, who is lying on the ground, motionless, beside
okay.
this other figure that's crouched over him. Yeah, if you guys want to say anything, now is the time. Or you hear this other figure like, you know, thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. And
See, Ireena? Aren't you glad you came with
Ismark's,
us?
shh. And she's
Cole
like,
turns his back to the scene ahead of them, looks at everybody in his party, and says, "Can I do it now?"
No idea what you're
okay,
talking
Cole,
about.
you
Yeah,
just
do it.
you just jumped off the stairs. There's a staircase here, and
No,
it's
let
about
him go. He jumped.
it's
Let him
about
do
a
his thing.
15-foot drop there. Just to let you know.
Go, Cole.
So if you want to, you can. You just jumped off the staircase.
Just imagine Myra darting back and forth saying, "Ha, you can't see me."
I mean, Mira does kind of want to try to sneak around behind to see what's going on with Ismark and the shadowy figure. I mean,
I got a yes. I'm casting Sacred Flame on the shadowy figure.
In the back of the room?
Yeah.
Wherever.
Okay.
Well, you got dark vision, so you can do it.
Does he have dark vision?
Tritons do have dark vision, yes.
He does.
And let me find my spells here.
But only when they're in the water.
No. That would be useless.
Dexterity 12 saving throw.
At first, I'm just gonna get everybody into a new, lovely, torch-free.
As far as I'm concerned, this priest has been lying to us through his
No
teeth. I even asked him if his son was really dead when we first met him.
That is
So-
only when you do the initiative thing, so I can plop the torch back down.
Oh no, it became dark again.
even drunk, I'm fast.
My initiative should be a disadvantage.
Yeah, I should have disadvantage.
Even drunk at
that's-
best. Yeah, okay, you guys. 19 plus what? So you're already at disadvantage, and then Mira one more roll at disadvantage for initiative.
Okay.
Even drunk at best. That's wonderful.
When she just turns around and runs right into one of those support pillars. Whang!
All right, so
What's
I'm
your
not
dex?
quite as fast. That's with the +5, the 18 +5.
Alrighty then.
So right under midnight.
How do you have a +5 to your initiative, speed demon?
Cause I'm a speed demon.
Okay, so if you
Dexterity.
guys are attacking and whatnot, then first I'm gonna have to do a save, right? Dex save.
Yeah. 12.
So I
believe?
guess this is a surprise round for me.
Yeah, one person did something. Okay.
12.
Mhm.
Ah, he failed.
You failed.
And
Oh, that's what that is.
it was 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Radiant damage, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Murder everything with the light.
That sounds like some death metal music, like murder everything with the light. Like,
How high is the ceiling?
Probably not very.
It's about
probably.
10 feet at the back here, and about 15 feet where the stairs are here.
Okay, that's good enough. I fly in.
It's kind of one of those like it's got support beams, and you can actually see a little bit of light coming in from the roof, from the floor below, or floor above is actually letting in some light cracks.
I drag Ismark by the collar and then I move back.
Okay, so Donovich is going to attack you as you do that.
Oh, time to kill the priest.
Yep. Told you we're gonna kill the priest. So I drag Ismark in such a way that he won't die from hitting his head on the ground, but I won't make it comfortable while I'm dragging him.
While we're on the topic of religion, can somebody spell the name of my new god in the chat so I know how to
Vander?
spell it? Yeah.
Oh, the priest has
Morning
Warcaster.
Lord. The Morning Lord. That's how they refer to him here. Ah, so Krim takes 7 damage from Donovich's. Oh wait, no, he can't do that. He doesn't
Okay,
have.
so he doesn't have Warcaster.
He doesn't have Warcaster, no. I was like,
I
wait a
believe
minute.
Ismark has to be dragged to like where Krim is.
16 to hit
Hits for 4.
for 4 damage. Okay. Yeah, so Ismark is now over here. And you can feel Krim, he's not moving, he's limp. This creature looks up at you as you do that because he was holding on to him but not expecting him to get pulled away.
B.A. Brentley just gave Midnight an advantage.
Oh,
Thank you, Brentley.
Can I use the momentum to throw Ismark towards Mira? Just so he's safer.
nicely done, B.A. Brentley. Can you use Midnight to what?
What?
So can I use the momentum to throw Ismark to Mira? Or somewhere further back?
Throw him?
Yep.
Me skim across
I'll
the ground.
give you advantage for that. Hang on.
We can-
If my
Yeah.
link
Yeah.
will work.
I think
Yes.
I think you can. You should be able to
come
throw
on.
him if he's a limp body, yeah.
Limp
Yeah,
noodle.
you reach boy.
Yeet.
Around to here.
All right, you're
So
roll
that-
that with advantage because I'm redeeming an advantage for you, Krim.
You can probably
Am I gonna
shove.
Is
Well,
he
he's,
gonna roll?
yeah, I guess. Yeah, give me a roll to
17.
make it. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
He gets to here. That makes sense. I think you can throw things. It depends on your strength, right? How far you can throw them. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Bodies are weird like that. Okay, so anyways, Cole, you're up.
Wait, sorry. One last thing. As a bonus action, I'm gonna summon my Astral Arms. So
Oh, okay.
the guy has to make dex save.
Oh, Donovich.
Yep.
Krim's Wrath.
Okay, so
This is a
Donovich
Krim situation we're
Does
in.
not
2d4.
dodge. Not able
Mm,
to dodge the arm explosion.
Wow. Takes
Got
2.
plinked.
Krim has advantage.
But it takes 2.
The
From-
massive bird body odor as the arms come out.
He already did the advantage thing from, I believe.
It's from Forest Elf.
That's me.
I wonder who that is.
I believe he
Okay.
already used it.
Cole, you're up.
Okay, I am going to just fire my crossbow at that thing in the back of the room.
As you see Donovich take a little bit of damage there, and you're firing a crossbow, he's like, "Father! Father!" And
Oh.
As a bonus action, I would like to
that is a miss.
conjure my
Fun.
spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay. Are you telling me I should have had spiritual weapon token ready to go?
Now we'll just role play it out. As long as I don't forget.
Next spiritual weapon is on X.
What is your
squared by X
spiritual
person.
weapon? Trident, right? Probably a trident.
Well, that's a good question. Yeah, it's a trident.
Is the trident of your god?
Well, apparently, I
Your
have a
old
new
god.
god.
Your old god
So-
gives you a trident, so
I rejected, or no, I didn't get that trident. That would have been
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, this is in the form of a trident because all Tritons get a trident.
It just comes out as a giant stick of gum.
Let me do something else, I guess, because I can't find a trident.
I can just put an icon on my character.
Yeah, the
Spiritual
sword
weapon.
or something.
So is that where are you putting it?
I'm looking for
What?
He's just gonna
There.
He's just gonna make sure he remembers he has the weapon by just plopping a thing.
I have a weapon right here beside Doru. Where do you want it?
Oh. Yeah, right there's fine.
Okay. That's the end of your turn. Midnight.
Okay. Since I don't think I can get to the corner where the weird creature is, I'll deal with Donovich for now. Boop. And advantage smack.
He's like, "Ugh."
Can I smack plus? Plus?
That's not a smack.
Against Donovich. Aw.
8 is not a hit.
No, it's not 8, it's 14.
Why?
Advantage. I was gifted advantage.
Oh, that's you're using the advantage. Oh,
Yes.
there you go. 14 hits, and badass Brentley's advantage is used. Excellent.
I was about to get worried if a 14 didn't hit Donovich.
Nicely done, badass. That worked out well. Yeah,
But
so
there's
you hit him
14.
for 9 damage, and your longsword is sharp enough and long enough that
Poke, poke.
Donovich is lying on the floor.
Haha.
Yeah, cut his head off. Yeah, cut his head off.
I guess, yeah, you could say, how do you want to do this? Because that's...
Just kind of straight through the thicky fat of the gut.
Was it? So it's lethal damage. It's not non-lethal.
Brentley said smite him.
Smiting
Right,
costs spell slots.
He dead. He dead.
Yeah, she didn't say non-lethal before she did it, so he's
true.
dead.
Mira.
All right, so she sees this body just like, or Ismark being thrown at her, and she's like, and she'll be like, ooh, he doesn't look good. And she'll kneel down next to him and kind of like grab his face. She's looking really carefully, and she's trying to determine whether he is beyond the point of saving.
Okay, give me a medicine check at disadvantage, because it's a perception-based check that you're doing.
You're already giving me advantage on a wisdom-based check for Mira? Okay, this isn't gonna go well. Alright. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place on my tabs. Oh, skills, come on, where are you? Medicine.
You can
Bit
do
of a drum roll in
it.
your sound.
Oh.
That would be a
Wah, wah.
4.
He looks very pale,
Mhm.
and maybe like he hasn't been dead that long.
All right. Well, she'll.
You're trying to
Do I
feel
still
how
have-
cold he is, but you're
Yeah.
warm, so it's hard to tell.
Right. So, does she still have an action, or was that my action? It's up to you.
That's your action, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Then she's done.
Okay.
And she'll be like, Ireena, he doesn't look good.
It's not her turn yet, though, so she will be
It's spooky
instantly
scary.
staring right at him, right at his mark, though.
Spooky scary.
I think you see him be like, "Father, no!" And he runs up. I guess he's
Opportunity
gonna-
attack if he.
Try to hit the
no.
one who just killed his father.
Nah.
Does it count if I'm flanking with the sword?
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I
when you
wanted
put spiritual weapon out, does it do damage? Or is it only when
It
you
does
attack with it?
normally.
Yeah, so did you attack with that or no? Anyways, I'm gonna keep going back to what I was doing. You just let me know how that went. Okay, so he's gonna be
Trying to
jumping.
smack.
He's gonna jump at you, and try to claw at you.
That is a 7, so no.
So he's gonna try to claw at you again then.
That's a 14, also no.
Okay. And that's the end of his turn. He's not realizing at first that he's not gonna be able to get through your armor at all. Trying to
He's
find
just so frantic. He just can't
he's
even
trying
focus.
to find he got through his marks pretty easily, so he thought he could do it. Chris, you're up.
He's gonna place one hand on the shoulder of Ireena and says, "Don't worry about it. I got this." And then he goes to cast a spell, but then nothing happens. And he's like, "That's magic. Useless. I'll just take care of this the old way." And he doesn't take a straight line. He goes over there. It's kind of like, it doesn't jump off the edge, but kind of like turns around and lowers himself. All right, and then we'll just try to punch whatever this is.
Just punch it in the face.
Greg, I did 4 points of damage with my spiritual weapon when I conjured it.
Thank you, sir.
That is
Try.
a 9 to hit.
9 to hit the
Thing.
child of the priest is not a hit.
Hold still, you little brat.
Quote unquote child.
Hold still, you little brat. I like that. Okay, so Ireena's gonna run to her brother and get on her knees and start doing whatever she can.
Emergency resuscitations.
Start doing a medicine check too. And shaking him. She doesn't have anything else she can do right now. And Donovich is making death saves. Hey, one pass. And Crim's up.
Yep. So I move here and then I punch this guy. He's on my arms. Twice.
Oh, because your range is 10 feet.
Yes.
Oh, range.
So
I
you're
don't know if I
not.
flank on the first one.
I'm gonna say you're. I don't know. Does anybody know the actual rule on that? When you have, because it's only usually within 5 feet, right?
As far as what?
No, he's
Flanking.
flanking.
Goes.
Yeah, it's within his melee range. So if he had a
it's
pole
within
arm,
melee range.
yeah.
he would still.
Yeah.
If he had a pole arm, he'd still be flanking.
Yeah.
Advantage then. So, what did you roll twice for?
The punches.
Yeah, punches. I have
One attack and
action,
bonus attack.
punch, and then bonus action. Yeah.
Okay, so the
He
first
gets
one,
2.
23 to hit for 7 damage. Next one, 20 to hit for 7 damage. That's actually 14 damage.
Nice.
Nicely done, sir.
I mean, it's okay. It's no 9.
Cool. Cole?
Goal?
I missed. My spiritual weapon is also rolling.
Oh, maybe
Clickety
it
Clickety
took
clack,
a
click,
while.
click, 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 click.
Clickety clack digital dice.
Oh boy, that's taken a while.
That is.
Hey.
I'm getting some pretty bad lag.
Uh-huh.
4 points of damage.
Oh, spiritual weapon. Yeah, there we go.
20 to hit. Okay, yeah. 20 hits.
And Cole is going to move down the steps.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Midnight, you're up.
Kind of dancing around the thing to get a better angle on him without leaving his view, and flanking to try and
Oh wow, that's like a crazy flank row that you guys have going.
and don't forget, I smite.
And don't forget,
I smite
18 is a hit.
with 12 damage and 11 extra on smite.
Guys,
23.
I want to let you know that I'm responsible for all these hits because of my tactical positioning.
Also,
I'm big contributor.
I totally agree, but also, make sure you're paying attention to your spell slots because you didn't have a rest or anything between the cemetery and now.
Yeah.
I gave you guys all full health because you would have rejuvenated yourselves at the bar. with your
Didn't
hit
have
dice.
a long rest.
No, you didn't have a long rest. You just had drinks.
I should still have my spell slots, I believe.
Well, we would have had a short rest, right?
The warlock wants to know if we had a short rest.
It's a short rest, yes, and you could have spent hit dice to heal, which I just gave you for free because it was in between the episodes and updating the tokens and leveling up and everything. So since you leveled up, you get everything back in a way. But you didn't level up after the grave; you leveled up before the grave fight. So any spells you've used.
What are we doing right now?
I smacked and smote, and it's now
Mira's turn.
Myra's turn.
All right, Mira will turn to Ireena really quickly and be like, "You got this."
I don't know. What do I do? What do I do?
Okay.
She's, like, trying to
So she's
push on
still
her
got her.
Chest,
She'll
do chest compressions.
she'll put her hands on his chest and cast Cure Wounds at first level.
And nothing happens.
Oh, and so nothing happens, and she'll look at Ireena, and she'll put a hand, and she can, I don't know, can I roll a Constitution check, because I feel like that would have sobered her up somewhat.
Yeah, feel free. Seeing this whole situation unfold, Chris is like, it's all good. Mira's like, what's going on?
Doesn't matter.
Still doesn't know. Ireena's like, do it again, like, you know.
And
Obviously,
she'll be
it's
like,
still working.
I'm sorry. She'll put a hand on Ireena's shoulder, and she'll be like, I'm sorry. If that didn't work, it's not going to. He's gone.
No, and she's still doing medicine stuff, trying to resuscitate him. Do you have a bonus action you want to do?
I don't have one that I can use, so no.
Okay, he's going to realize that he was trying to get into a suit of armor, and instead turn around and attack the guy who's next to him. Looks a lot more squishy. $19.
That's a hit.
So instead
the
of doing damage, he's going to grapple you. So you don't take damage, but you're now grappled. And then he's going to do a bite.
Ouch.
And that'll hit. So it's 6 piercing damage and 7 necrotic damage. Your hit point maximum is reduced by the necrotic damage taken.
And the vampire gains that
because
amount.
he hasn't been hit by any flames or anything like that, he gets
Flames?
that back.
I hit him with.
I smited him, which was
interest.
radiant damage.
Oh yeah.
You did.
And I got him with Sacred Flame. Which
That was
ain't really
earlier.
Flame, but
That was earlier though.
I smited him last turn on my turn, didn't
Yeah,
I?
you did. You did on your turn. So he doesn't regain more than that.
Doesn't gain
And
interest.
that is,
I'm gonna have to do it again.
he's gonna go to here
What?
for his
He's moving?
movement.
He's moving.
How dare.
Up, he went out of my reach. Opportunity attack, I believe.
Yep, everybody gets 1 opportunity attack.
Normally rolled, I believe.
Yeah. So 15.
So when the vampire bit Chris, you could see the mist materializing out of the thin air and intercepting the fangs and providing a bit of a barrier. He only took 3 points of necrotic damage from that.
And your hit point
Nice.
maximum is reduced by the 3.
By 3, yeah.
Nice. Cool.
So he's going to move, because he's got you grappled, so he can move farther as well. He's going to go right into the corner.
Did the longsword and spiritual weapon hit it?
The whole spiritual weapon hit, longsword hit, so that's another
lot.
20. Wow, he's not looking as good anymore. That's for sure.
The spiritual weapon should roll another D8.
Yeah, it didn't crit.
Yeah, it did do the crit damage.
It says 5 plus 2.
2 is his modifier.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
it would
doesn't
have to
have a
have a
modifier.
plus. It would have to have a plus on the outside of
Yep.
the math.
Holy jumping.
7 more damage.
No, there's only 5.
Well, actually, it's only 5 because you
Ah,
don't
okay.
modify for crit.
Right.
Education.
Wow.
Education.
12.
That's a good hit.
That's a
Yes.
lot more damage than he was expecting to take when he ran away from you. But yeah, that's the way the cookie
Bad
crumbles.
decisions were
Bonus.
made today.
Spiritual weapon isn't radiant damage, is it?
It's force.
Bludgeoning. Right. Oh, it's force. Okay.
All right,
Chris,
Chris
you're
is
up.
going to try to push him away and say, who the fuck bites people? What's the matter with you?
did he bite you?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
bit me.
It's like,
He,
thank you
Charlie
for the
bit me. Charlie bit me.
thank you for the blood.
Yeah, well, eat that 9 in athletics, because I'm going to push away from you.
He's gonna use his.
That would be a disadvantage as well. I can't.
I'll be right back just a moment.
And that's my turn.
Ireena's up, and she's just gonna keep trying to help her brother. To no avail, she's pounding on his chest. Wake up! Donovich with a death save. Oh, he passed one. That's
It's just going to make Midnight stab him again.
Yeah.
that's 2. Or is it 2 passes? I think he
You need
I think he
3
passed last time too,
Yes.
right?
stabilize. Yeah, 2 passes.
Yeah,
so
he
far.
did, yeah. Alright. End of the round, Crim's up.
Okay, so you mentioned a while ago that a bit of sunlight is seeping through the roof, or through
The
the
light
ceiling.
from the candles and everything on the main floor is
Oh, okay.
passing through the floorboards a little bit here to give you guys a little bit more light, but it's mostly lit from this one.
damn. I'm gonna go
lantern
here
in
and
the
then
room.
punch him twice. Well,
Okay, so as you punch him, your astral fist Well, how do you want to do this?
Oh.
You guys weren't supposed to all hit him again.
Yeah, I wind up my fist, and then I punch through Chris, but yeah, it only hits whatever that is.
You punch through Chris,
Yep.
so you're hurting Chris too.
No, it just goes through Chris, and then
Oh,
it
okay.
basically goes into actual form while going through Chris, and then goes back to solid while punching that thing.
Why are there ghost hands coming out of me?
You get him right in the teeth, and knock his vamp teeth out. He falls
His
into a
head
pile by the floor.
Is this a new power that I've discovered? I didn't know I could ghost punch people.
From the chest.
From the chest?
Chris, you need a drink.
I do.
I think that would be
I
a
had
good
several.
time before we settle from this fight. Just as the body of the vampire, or whatever it is, it looks to be a vampire because of its sharp teeth, but they don't really know. So as its body falls to the floor in front of Chris with a startled look on his face, I think we'll go to break there because it's been just over 2 hours now. And then we will be back in 15 minutes or so. And I think this is going to be the right thing to play, but yeah. So everybody, thanks so much. It's been awesome so far, and we'll see you in 15. Yeah? Every good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Alright, let's do that.
Okay.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome.
So I was just about to do another death save for Father
On the good old
Donovich
father.
before the break there. I might as well do that now. Boom.
Do you guys want me to
3.
bring him back to full or close?
So you guys, is Krim there or?
Is Krim
Not back
AFK
yet?
still?
Floating head is here.
Oh, there he is.
There we go.
Floating head is here. Oh.
Disembodied head is here.
The white shirts, eh? Oh well. It's like Pete's floating mug, right? Invisible mug.
Hmm.
It's not, well,
Oh,
it isn't invisible anymore.
nice. Oh, there you go.
Ron
Awesome.
has one just like this.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, as Doru's body falls to the ground in front of Chris here, next to a rucksack of items that Donovich had thrown into the corner before. Yeah, they're both limp bodies are on the ground. Ismark is not responsive, and Ireena
And
is
Donovich isn't dead.
constantly trying to wake up her brother. Donovich is still moaning, unconscious, and bleeding out. He
For the
might-
sake of questioning this man, because we want answers, I would like to cure wounds on Donovich.
And he's a
Okay.
cleric. Just saying.
Well, are we still in turn order?
No, it's fine. You can.
Okay.
Let him be healed.
Let's do this. Move all turns.
Donovich will regain 8 bits of healing.
And he is almost at full health as he opens his eyes. He definitely does not have a Warcaster.
He has
Alright.
Catcaster.
He's on the
See?
ground, kind of still sore, but coming out of it a little bit.
Alright, Mira will go over to him and pull him up by like his robes and be like, "You're going to heal Ismark or you're dead."
What? What? What is Doru? And he's looking around for Doru.
Don't look at Dora, look at me. Look at me. I'm telling you, she's pulling out a dagger to his throat. You're going to heal Ismark, or this dagger is going into your throat.
And he's kind of still looking around for. If you want to make me an intimidation check, over
I
on
sure
top
do.
of maybe his.
Meanwhile, Cole is looking over Chris's bite wound.
Can she get advantage on her intimidation to stab him in the throat? Because he's already been stabbed in the throat once today.
He's been stabbed by a big sword once.
Yes.
You guys
He's
are
about to
all
get shanked by a
gathered
small one.
around him, and so he is likely to be intimidated. She'll have advantage on the intimidation roll. Yeah.
All right, which means I roll normal because I'm still poisoned. All right, let's see here.
Try.
And he's Doru! Doru! You can't quite see because he's behind Krim and Cole
All
in
right,
this corner
she's
over here.
gonna yank him forward, and she'll nick his throat. She'll nick his throat. She's not trying to kill him, but she's
I
going to
lift
his throat.
Doru up with my astral arms, and then I'm gonna tell him, heal him, or this guy sees the sun.
So you're getting close too? Getting in
No,
there?
I'm just gonna wait here and then lift the body of Doru up.
Oh, Doru! Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
You say heal him or he will be seeing the sun.
Oh. Oh my god. It's the morning, Lord. Okay, yes. What do you want? What do you want?
Heal Ismark.
Yes.
I don't know. Oh, gods. And he falls to his knees in front of Ismark, and he casts Cure Wounds with his last spell slot. And nothing happens. I'm sorry, Ireena. I don't know what. Oh, gods. Doru! He's looking over his son.
Mira-
He starts running over.
Mira
Kill
will
this
look
guy.
at Krim. Mira will look at Krim and be like, take him up.
Yep, I'll slowly take him up. I'm not gonna fly. So I'm slowly walking up the stairs while bringing him on top of my head.
He's gonna grab onto you. Trying to do a grapple on you, I guess.
Who is Krim carrying? The dead son?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm going to follow along with the brother, carrying the brother.
So you are easily able to pull away from him and continue on your way. And he is just following you, being like, no, Doru, my son.
Just kind of grab Donovich by the shoulders and tell him you have some questions to answer.
Oh, gods. And he falls down to his knees again.
Mira's gonna turn to Ireena and kind of lead her out as well.
And I'm carrying the brother.
Mhm.
And as I'm carrying him, I'm checking him over with my eyes just to look for a bite wound or anything like that.
Yeah, you see multiple bite wounds on him, on his neck.
Oh, great.
It looks like he was talking to the priest, perhaps, and was surprised. And so yeah, if you're gonna, Ireena's not gonna like leave her brother's side right now. If you wanted to pull her away or anything like that, you could physically pull her away a little bit if you wanted to. She's not gonna really resist.
Would Chris even know what a vampire is? He grew up in Faerun and kind of was just like an everyman. It seems like
It's sort of one of those lore things that nobody believes in right now. You've
A
heard
children's
of
story?
Yeah, you've heard of things like things that go bump in the night and boogeymen and stuff. And if you want to give me a history check, you could recall certain things about them from the stories, but you don't know everything about them. They're not a commonplace thing.
Well, let's see if Chris's foggy brain can come up with something.
He tried.
Nope.
So you know something about how vampires like blood. That's pretty much
Alright.
where you're at. And plus with the fact that it bit you, you kind of you can put two and two together and go, yeah, maybe it's real. I don't know.
Okay. I'm just gonna question Donovich. Why did he bite me? Why is your kid a cannibal?
Oh gods. Doru's been cursed. He's
Cursed with what? And how? And by who? And when? And where?
well, my son was out a few months ago out in the woods hunting, and he came back. He looked pale, he looked like he was not himself, and the next morning I tried to wake him. He was passed. When I buried him, he came back the next day. I have been visited before. I have been told what I must do to keep him alive.
Visited by whom?
Please do not hurt my son, please. Is he okay?
Your son hasn't been okay since the moment you buried him in the ground.
When Cole reaches the top of the stairs with the brother in his arms, he's going to pause and he's going to turn and look down at Midnight and Chris. And then I'll sneer at the priest and I'll say, kill this mockery of a holy man.
No, please.
And then I'll turn and carry the brother out.
Please, let me. I need to save my son.
There's no saving him.
Yes, I need to bring him to the holy place. In Kresk, it's the only way to save him. I need to bring him there. I was trying to save up some money to go.
Was it also in your plans to have it attack Ismark?
Oh, gods. And he's like really struggling now. You can tell he's like torn between two worlds in a way, being like a normal person and then protecting his son. And he's. Oh God. Okay. Well, let me explain. I've just. Ismark could be okay too. We could bring him to the abbot. The same way that he might help Doru. Could help Ismark.
Oh, we plan to do that.
I don't know. Oh gods. Here.
Is Ismark going to become one of those things?
He looks behind him for the bag that he found that he had before. He's like, Ismark came by to grab this stuff from me. I was going to bring it to him, but I was busy. And here, and he hands Midnight a bag of items.
I'll open the bag to see what's in it.
He's like, I was trying to help. I'm sorry. And in the bag, you guys actually, or Midnight, you see,
body parts.
Looks like something like a tube that might hold like a scroll of some kind. There's an ornate box made of driftwood with the symbol of the Morning Lord like carved into it, and looks like it's been like painted with some kind of gold flake type thing. And there's an amulet in there as well.
She'll close the bag and say, "Are these things supposed to protect Ireena?"
This was for Ireena, yes, to get her to safety. I promised Ismark I would give him this stuff, but he wasn't supposed to come by. He wasn't supposed to see Doru. I was trying to keep him hidden. I know that people would not react well to knowing he was here. So
What is your son? You need to explain to us right now, or I saw how you reacted when Krim threatened to take him outside. We will do that, and whatever happens when Krim does that is going to happen to your son if you don't explain to us what he is.
And what's going to happen to Ismark?
I have been visited by an agent of Strahd. His name is Rahayden. And he has told me that I must kill my son, or I could not do that. So I had to keep him alive. I've had to feed him. Oh gods, what have I done?
Are you the one feeding him townspeople?
It's... Many of these people would have died of starvation anyways. It's not... This place is so poor to live in. Oh god. Yes, I had to keep my son alive. I will do anything for him.
Cole came back into the basement without the son in his arms, and he has his trident at the ready, and he's gripping it tightly in his hands. He's obviously panting very hard, glaring at this priest, and he's intending to kill this priest.
Murderous intent stare, basically.
Exactly.
The priest is
and
like,
that's your warning as a party if you want to stop me.
Well, we'd have to do an insight check because we can't read your mind. So.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty clear. I mean, I'm gripping that trident. Usually I don't use the trident, I use my mace.
Are you in like an attack ready position?
I'm still 5 feet between us, so you have a few moments to call out and stop me, or I'm gonna plunge my trident straight down this guy's throat.
Well, if you're making it clear you're planning on attacking him with your stance and facial expressions.
Yeah,
and all that,
I'm lifting my trident, I'm panting, I'm seething.
then he's gonna start backing away from you a little
Yeah.
bit.
Mir is not going to try to stop him.
Try to,
Midnight's kind of hold up the shield and say, "We need to get answers for him before anything else to see what's going to happen. If anything's going to happen to Chris, if anything's going to happen to Ismark, we need an explanation first."
Doru! Oh, where is my son? Is he okay? Please tell me he's okay.
When Ireena's brother showed, he became a sacrifice to keep this man's secret. At that point, he didn't care for the brother. He let his son kill him to keep the secret. Anything this man tells us, we can't trust.
I promise I'm telling the truth. I was stuck. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to save my son. I just need to get more money together to get him to the abbot. Please.
Don't you have a spell, Cole, that can make him tell the truth?
That's what I'm looking up right now.
The abbot is expensive. He does not work for free. I could not just go. I needed money. Oh.
Stay right where you are.
And if you guys have been down here for a little while now, if you wanted to, in the zone of truth, okay. Centered on a point of your choice within range. So I guess, where's the zone of truth centered?
Probably on.
Right on that guy.
Right on him. Okay.
And it lasts for 10 minutes.
What's the radius?
15 feet from the center of him. So Chris is inside of it as well, I think.
And he's drunk, so loose lips.
Mira and Chris are inside of it. And Krim is upstairs with Doru still, or is that kind of how that's going?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ask him your questions now. He will not lie.
What will happen to Ismark?
Well,
Fails to save.
Ismark will possibly turn.
Will anything
I
happen to
think he
Chris
might
since
turn.
your son bit him?
I have to burn the bodies after I kill them. If they are not fully dead when Doru is finished.
What about our friend Chris?
Will he
He
be
was
fine?
bitten as well.
Oh, he's not dead. He will be fine.
And
Doru
if
only.
he dies?
Well, then he would be
Well,
dead.
I mean, if I die, it's not my problem.
No, it'll be our problem.
Well, he did say if he dies, he'll be dead. So I think it has to be immediate.
Genius logic.
thing.
I have been,
Donovich.
I have been
Well-
burying them out in the cemetery. Unmarked
Wait, how many did you
graves.
bury out there that were bitten? I'm strangely sober
try
now.
not to remember.
I know, right? Mira's like, I'm sober now.
I try not to remember.
There are a lot of them.
Well, you're in a zone of truth, so spit it out.
Wonder Woman's lasso right there, buddy.
Who's Wonder
Probably
Woman?
We can finally get answers.
Every few days, I've been taking someone to my son. Once a week at the most. Oh,
And you've been burying them and
he's
not
totally
burning
like
them.
zoned out. It would never. You could tell he's struggling to not tell you this stuff, but for some reason he's telling you. He's like, yes,
and have you been burning the ones you fed to your son?
some of them, if they are. At first, I did not. But after a while, I learned.
Wait, so it's okay to burn bodies?
It stops them from coming back.
Oh, that's interesting.
Only in specific circumstances, Cole. Which this is apparently one of them.
How do you know so much about vampires?
At this point, probably
Trial
trial and error.
error. Yeah.
Of course.
It's been almost 3 months now since my son was
Holy shit.
turned. And oh god, I have not had a good night's sleep since.
Nor should you.
We almost got caught once when the town broke the doors in. And Doru was able to break out after that because it is weaker now than it was before the door. I have not been able to properly repair it until now, but because I was going to sell these items to Ismark for the money that I needed to get to Kresk and to fix the door. Doru has been escaping on his own once in a while, so I've now chained him up. But I undid the chains because it's hard on his wrists, so I undid the chains today. And Ismark came today. He was not supposed to come. He was not supposed to come. I am sorry, Ireena. And
Ireena, come over here.
She's now like standing up from her brother's body and walking towards you guys slowly.
Since it was your brother who died, how do
And
you want this dealt with? It should
She's
be your
now in the zone of truth, too.
She walks up. She takes her dagger out. She looks at all of you guys.
I feel
Justice do you wish.
fate would be to have him watch his son's body burn and he spend the rest of his life in prison.
God damn, people
She
downstairs.
looks back
are-
at her brother and then stabs the priest in the gut.
Yeah!
Yeah! Get him!
Can I salt and burn him
He's-
now?
He's not moving at all, so I'll just do a little roll ski.
Rolski?
Okay, so he's still alive.
Ireena, you need to aim higher, sweetheart. Go for the neck, around where the jugular is.
Do it again! Do it again!
Teaching the woman how to murder. Gotta love it.
She's a little bit startled by your guys' comments.
Here, use this, and I hand her my trident.
She was like tentative about stabbing him in the first place, and everybody's like, "Oh, you should do it again and stab him better and get him in the neck." So she
The
just like,
trident does
okay.
1d6.
This is a gang initiation at this point.
and she
Earn your colors, woman.
See that it didn't do anything, she'll walk up to him, pull out a dagger, and slit his throat.
The guy's throat's been so cut. It's just like, I'm a man, not a pincushion. Shut up, pincushion.
okay. And Donovich's
All I
body
said was
slumps
enact
to
justice.
the ground, close to where his son died.
All I
Again.
promoted was Ireena enacting her justice the way she saw fit. I promoted no
Ireena.
such things.
Well,
Ireena,
I have one problem right now, and that's that I'm sober.
She drops the dagger and goes back
hey,
to her brother.
Ireena, I'm trying to talk to you. Come back.
Yeah, yes. What? Yes.
Are you attracted to Chris?
What?
In a moment like
Now is
this, I
not
don't
the
think that's
time,
the
Cole.
time.
What?
I
got
am
zone the
adept,
truth
Body
out.
burning. That is weird.
even
Or is it Krim you like?
I am inept to these things, and even I know that's inappropriate.
I got zone the truth out. I can get the truth here.
When you can make a Warforged cringe, you've done something unique.
She actually would have to
Ireena-
make a charisma saving throw anyways to avoid your.
To
But you're not
be able
you're not
to
compelled
lie.
to you're not compelled to speak either.
Yeah, you don't have to speak. You can just completely just not talk.
Yeah.
Which I
so
think,
she's-
zone of truth or not, that's probably what she would be doing after
You should
that.
just be like, I'm not talking to you.
So-
what? Yeah.
Like,
She
well,
can
I've
still
seen
say
this
what,
now.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She says
so,
what?
Chris, how are you feeling?
I don't feel anything. I don't feel happy or sad. I don't care that this man died, or if he would have lived. It's like I'm staring into the mists.
And when you were bitten by his son, do you want me to heal that for you?
Certainly.
Okay. I will cast Cure Wounds on Chris.
Ah,
I'll reach out and I'll take his hand. I'll touch where he died. And for the first time, I will call upon Lathander. And I'll say, Lathander, heal his wounds.
And actually,
Show him
in
the
this
light.
place of holiness, with an evil presence now gone, you feel something actually this time. Whereas before, everything just felt all wrong and disconnected most of the time when you cast spells like that. Now you can actually feel a little bit of warmth, and you heal him for 12.
My, Cole, the light of the thunder flows through you like a beacon.
Yeah.
I feel renewed as the wounds on his neck close up.
Ireena
Mira-
starts to pick up her brother,
I was
but
about to say,
he's
Mira
really
will
heavy.
Mira will turn to Ireena and she'd be like, Ireena, you have a choice to make now, and you are the only one who can make it. Do you condemn your brother to the life of whatever this, or do you let us cremate him? Or there's one option, but it's far riskier. We can try to take him to Kresk.
But if he turns during the journey, he could attack us.
I could keep him dead for 7 days if we wanted that. He wouldn't
Dead
turn.
forever.
You can
How
do what
far
you
away
did to my
is this
father.
place?
I'm sorry?
You could do what you did to my father and bless him so we can. I've never been to Kresk. I don't know what this abbot is.
I know it's further away than Vallaki is, and we have to go to Vallaki first.
Do you think this is possible?
If we want to take him with us, I can renew this every 7 days to prevent him from turning, but I don't know what would happen to his body. I don't know if it would preserve it as well. But he
Dear
wouldn't
child,
turn.
I do not envy this decision you need to make. Whichever you decide, we will support.
There is a warning I would have to say if you take the third option. You could potentially get your brother back, it is true. But should he turn on the journey, I will not hesitate to kill him.
Oh, God, this is very
It's
my
a choice only
father's
you
gone.
can make.
And now is Mark. We have to save him. We have to save my brother. He would do the same for me. The only reason he is here is because of me. Oh, it's all my fault.
Alright.
Yes,
You want to
can we
preserve
save
him and take him? I can preserve him for 7 days, but let's do it somewhere else than here. It takes a long time.
Yes, let's bring him upstairs.
I already did.
You
Oh,
see
is
Grim.
Mark's upstairs, you said?
Yeah, I carried him upstairs and then I came back.
Ah,
conga,
I thought you said,
conga.
Okay, that makes more sense now.
Alright, Midnight, did you share what you found in the bag with
I
us?
was going to give it to her once we got a moment to.
Okay.
I was going to give the bag to Ireena and say, this is what your brother wanted to give you. And I'll probably say that as soon as we reach the top of the stairs and give her the bag.
Okay. And I'm not going to bring the brother's token around as well, but you guys have the brother with you then. Let's just bring him in here and put him on the bed.
Is the body of the son up here too?
Yeah, where is Doru? Krim?
You see Grim upstairs just dancing around while his astral arms are still up. Because he's testing the strength of his astral arms with Doru.
Oh, he didn't catch his reflection in a mirror and felt threatened.
So you're dancing with Doru?
Yeah.
Dead body of
Would you let me see him as a barbell?
So when we get in the room, Midnight will give Ireena the bag and say, Ismark was going to give you these items for your protection. She'll hand him the bag. Her the bag. And then once Ismark is placed on the bed, for an hour, she'll be doing the ceremony spell to keep him preserved for 7 days so he will not turn.
Thank you. What is this? And she reaches through the bag and starts pulling the stuff out. And you guys see a pendant. Let me see if I can pull this thing up. Yep. That is now in your journals.
Mm-hmm.
And it is called an amulet
Of
of proof against detection and location. Sorry, I
Gosh.
didn't realize that was another another sermon thing. We were all going to say it together.
Oh, that's neat. That'll definitely be useful for Ireena.
Mm-hmm.
And so she takes that and kind of puts it in her pocket, and then keeps going through the bag and pulls out a really nice looking box, and inside of it's got two larger looking healing potions. Just so you guys know, they're greater healing potions. So they're 4d4 plus 4 healing, and she has 2 of them now, or your party does, or whatever. She's kind of open with, like, I don't know what to do with this stuff, And the last thing in the bag is a scroll. It's inside of a tube. It looks to be a pretty ancient looking magical scroll of some sort.
So the amulet was in the box?
No, there's 2 glass jars with healing potions in the box. They're
Oh, okay.
greater healing potions, and they have Lathander's symbol on the box. And then the amulet was loose, and so was the scroll.
Lathander brand healing potion.
Well, if Midnight holds them for everybody, please mark it on your character sheet on D&D Beyond.
Because if it's not on D&D Beyond, it does not exist.
Exactly.
But do you want to hold them since you're the dedicated healer?
Well,
actually,
usually-
it's probably good to spread out potions not to the dedicated healers. That
Yeah.
way they
Do
can,
the-
other people can
does-
heal the healers.
Do Chris and Myra want to hold them?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah, let you guys do this stuff.
And then, yeah, she'll say, "Do you think I should wear this? I don't know."
Midnight will just
This is-
nod her head as she's focusing on preserving the body.
Do we
don't know
know
what it
what it
does.
is?
No, you wouldn't really know what it does at this point. Just an amulet. But if somebody has anything to get some more
Nat
information from
20
it,
on arcane check.
there you go. So you would know that this is the kind of thing that divines against being watched.
And I'll say, dear girl, this will hide you from Strahd's eyes. If you really do not wish to become his wife, then wear this and it will hide you and help us to protect you.
That's why my brother wanted to get it so badly, I guess. He's still watching me. And she looks at Ismark's body on the bed and puts the necklace around, or pendant around her neck. And you see this little shimmer of kind of go over top of her a little bit.
For some little extra flavor, if anyone peeks in the room during the hour of the quote-unquote ceremony, if anyone saw what Midnight did to the first body, she did this too. You'll just see mists coalescing and surrounding the body during the hour, just interlacing itself with it.
Takes an hour, eh?
Yeah. Full hour for it to work.
Well, she's gonna sit there the whole time. If you guys know this is taking an hour, you can do something else. You could take a rest. You could, decide what you want to do.
In the basement, Midnight said it will take a while.
Cole is going to sit on a pew and he's going to look over Ismark's plan.
Oh, we already figured out to kill all the people.
Potentially.
Check, uncheck.
Yura is kind of standing in the doorway where Midnight is
Doing the magics.
doing her ceremony, and she'll pull out her lyre and she's strumming a tune, and anybody who stops to listen to it will get a song of rest.
Ooh, neat.
Oh, me. Me. What's that do?
I think it's just HP.
Anybody that can hear it. You
Yes,
get to
you
add
get
it.
an extra d6 of hit points. I will roll them now.
10 hit points, right?
No,
No,
they're,
it's for-
no, it's
Actual.
healing. It's a type of
Oh,
healing.
okay.
Oh.
Gotcha.
So if you got smacked, you're gonna get some heals.
Ooh, for a
All
maximum of
six.
6.
Nice.
Nice.
So,
Let's hear some of the Song of Rest.
but
Oh,
I'm
I
playing
actually
it
might
on my
have
lyre.
something.
I don't have music.
right,
I'm sorry.
Right,
I
right.
might have a
I mean,
song
I
on my
do have-
soundboard. I think I actually have a soundboard song I could use for half a second.
Oh, when the night.
Let me try.
I mean, I do
stands
have a song
by
of
me.
rest song,
Whoa, whoa,
but I'm not
stand
sure now is the time. But
by me.
if you want to
Okay.
hear it, I'll do it.
I also can just do 10 seconds of a soundboard lute/lyre song I have.
Let's do that because Flavor Text I
Gotcha.
said she was playing her.
3,
lute.
2, boop.
Ugh. I feel like this is an intro to an R&B song. Like that's right where the bass line would have dropped.
And there was 10 seconds of it because I have the full song recorded on my soundboard and I'm not suffering anyone through that.
Or right when the bass drop hits, yeah. Okay, so let's say the hour's gone by now.
Mm-hmm.
And the ritual's done. Ireena is going to walk out of the room and start heading towards her house.
I will pick up Ismark's body and follow her.
Okay. And boom. So while you're free to travel around the town.
Back to the mansion, wherever that is on the map.
All the way to the south end of town is where the mansion is.
Past Granny.
Who's
Oh.
Granny?
Well, you guys on the street there, when you're passing by there, you see an old lady. I'll see if I can show her to everybody.
Is that Gertruda?
Old lady, an old kind-looking lady, and
Not just a granny.
you hear the Barovian gentleman answering the door, being like, "Thank you so much, Granny. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you." Okay, and he's like kind of just giving her the, "Oh, it's very nice to see you, Granny. We thank you. We thank you. Bye for now. We come back tomorrow, yes?" "Oh, of course, dearie." And she's got a little cart with giant wheels, fairly big wheels, and she's pushing it around, and it's got little pastries
That's
on
a
it.
brave woman.
Yep, I continue walking.
You continue following the lady.
Oh, is this the granny she was talking about?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ireena
I
gives her
wanna-
a wave.
Okay, so I'm gonna wave
You
to
want-
her as well.
If you want to stop and talk, feel free.
Hello.
Well, I mean, we just murdered a man in a basement with his undead son nearby. I don't see why some casual conversation isn't in order. Well, I approached the lady.
Yep, I go close as well.
Okay.
Hello, Granny, is it?
Yes, hello.
Lovely evening, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful, dear. Wonderful. Oh my gosh, what are you? She looks at Krim.
I'm an Tarokka, and I look at her wagon. What's in her wagon?
Don't worry, he's house trained.
In her wagon is all sorts of
Goodies?
pastries. It looks like maybe 5 or 6 kinds of pies. That
I very
are-
casually,
Both tummy growls.
dip one of my talons in one of the pies. Pull it back up.
You just, Krim, why are you sticking your finger in this woman's foods? Like, that's not. Is this an Aarakocra thing?
Mm.
I just wanted
Mayhaps.
to see what's inside.
You just come up and stick your finger in her wares. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll buy that. How much was it?
Oh well. I guess everybody's gonna be a little closer. And this guy's gone back into his house now. But,
Doppelgangers.
Whoa. We got
well,
doppelgangers.
They are a little pricey, but they're special, so it's worth it. They're 1 gold apiece.
I'll buy 2.
I look at her, and with everything that's happened all day, I go, "So what are you, like the devil or something?"
Oh dear! No, nothing
Grim.
so nothing so disgusting as that.
Well, that's fortunate. We were told that you may be a good candidate for something.
What's
Go
that,
ahead.
dearie?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. You see, as you're probably aware, there's a scourge of orphans out here. They are unsheltered. They don't have proper guidance in their life, and they're turning to violence and savagery. And
Oh
we
yes,
were
I've
told
seen
that
them.
a kindly face such as yours might be willing to take them in and provide shelter and a bit of a home life for them.
Oh, I don't have enough for all the children that I've seen around here, but I do try to give them work sometimes.
Oh, well,
I do feed them
perhaps-
once in a while.
Wonderful. Then perhaps maybe, we know of a house that's going to become available soon. Perhaps we could set it up as an orphanage and you could help manage it. I'm sure there's people around here that are willing to pitch in.
Well, that's an idea, dear. I suppose, right now my kitchen's pretty small. I said it could be a lot bigger.
Oh, well, this new house has a very large kitchen. You'll be able to cook as much as you want there.
Oh, and now she perks up a lot more.
You said the magic word, kitchen.
Ireena comes over too, and she's like, "Yes, Granny, we were thinking that maybe when now I don't know how to say that. Ismark is gone now too, so we won't be needing the house anymore." Oh my gosh, dear! Oh, are you okay? What happened to your brother? She's
Midnight just
surprised.
standing there carrying Ismark bridal style, like,
Oh my lord. Oh. Oh,
Cole is
dearie.
chomping on some pastries.
Yeah, so there's let's see, you got oh, feel free, dears. There's one gold apiece. There's meat pies, 3 kinds of meat pies. Some here, and she gives Ireena a maple nut pie, and she's like, "This will make you feel a little better, dearie."
sounds like Crim's type of pie.
And then there's also a hearty potato-based pie as well. A lot of folks around here like the potatoes, so.
What kind of meat's in the meat pie?
Oh, we have wolf. Wolf is the most common. We always have wolf.
I'll
But,
have the potato pie.
Wolf, boar,
2
deer.
potato pies.
Okay, coming right up. She hands you a couple of pies, and they actually smell pretty darn good. They're still warm somehow.
She's got a Pizza Hut delivery bag.
Exactly. She pulls off the
The
blanket that's
Velcro.
kinda,
Oh, yeah, the blanket.
and it's still smoking warm. And yeah, she looks at you, Chris, and she's like, "You'll have one too, right? You need to put some meat on those bones. You're looking a little skinny."
Well, I was already going to buy the one that Crim stuck his finger into.
Oh, well, okay, perfect. Which one's that?
The one with the hole in it.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, so anybody who wants a pie can grab one from her if you want. Should I come by the house then, dearie, later, after I'm done my rounds? I guess so. Are we going to be at the house?
It would be best to, I guess, finalize and prepare things at the house.
Okay, yeah.
Certainly not the tavern.
Yeah, come by tonight. We'll be at the mansion. It's good to see you, Granny. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Oh, your brother's such a good boy. That's Barovia for you, isn't it? Gotta stick together around here.
Should we prepare so we can leave with the Vistani tonight? And take the shortcut they talked about?
Oh, if you're going with those Vistani, you better watch out. They're not always trustworthy, as far as I know.
Yes, we are aware.
I've made deals with them before, and they don't seem to always come through with their end. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them.
Neither do we.
But a shortcut would be a lot easier for what we're doing.
Oh, well, they do give rides. I've seen plenty of people get rides with them. They charge, but it's worth it if you don't want to walk. As long as you leave early in the morning, you don't get caught in the woods at night. usually not too bad to take the road. I travel quite a far ways with my pies as well, so...
What's in the woods at night?
Well, all kinds of things. This is Barovia, dear.
Something worse than wolves?
Pretend I know nothing about Barovia.
Don't go in the woods at night.
Fair point.
Yeah, so she starts pushing her cart back down the alley. I'll see you later, dearie.
What time of day is this?
It's probably about a couple hours before sunset now.
It's really dark here during the day.
It is.
It's always overcast.
So you guys make your way down to the mansion. Where did it go? Oh. See if I can just grab everything here.
Oh no, the blindness.
Oh no, the blindness. I am
Require my
randomizing.
special eyes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His mark isn't here. Well, he is, but...
Technically he is, but he technically isn't.
Okay, now everybody should be able to see.
Yes, we can, I think.
As you
Alright.
arrived back in the mansion, Ireena goes with Midnight, I'm sure, to
Yeah.
place her brother in the place where her father used to be.
Which was in the
And,
left side room?
Yeah, over here.
And Mira,
Mine goes. Sorry.
when they enter the manor, Mira will kind of, she's not storming off, but she's definitely walking off, and she'll go to the room that had the fire on the second floor, the fireplace on the second floor, and sit in one of the chairs there. She's cleaning the dagger that she used to cut Donovich's throat.
And Cole is laying down to take a
Grim.
nap.
You need some oil for that dagger.
Grim.
I could use some oil for the dagger. Yeah, probably.
Maida, do you have any more of that, or not Maida, sorry, Midnight, do you have any more of that oil that I gave you?
Sure. And she'll just give you a half-empty tin.
All right.
Thank you.
So
She
Mira,
just-
you know where you are?
Yep.
Okay. Is anybody else going up with Mira? Or is it just her? Just curious.
Who's downstairs, who's upstairs?
What is she doing anything upstairs, or is she just...
Cleaning?
She just went off to clean her knives or daggers.
I'm gonna
Okay.
stay downstairs.
I'm gonna come into her room a little bit later and say, Myrat, have you seen my dagger anywhere? All I have is this taxidermied fish.
Did you go back to the shop?
Shop? What shop?
Oh, so you blacked out a little bit, huh?
I guess that's what happened. They sure do serve a stiff drink around here, huh?
I think it has more to do with the quantity than the quality of the alcohol.
Oh, I see. Oh, yes, we were playing dagger knife. Okay, well, if you see my dagger, let me know, and I will find a new home for this fish.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
And Mira's gonna kind of walk around this room, and she wants to look around and see just what she notices. Particularly anything that seems valuable or out of place or just interesting?
Loot all Ismark's money.
What was that? I would say, I don't know if you want to continue with this little story beat.
Mhm.
If the DM has anything. I guess not. But as you sweep your eyes around the room, and you pass over the table, then you kind of look around and then turn around, and then Chris's dagger is on the table that was behind you.
What? How did that? She'll pick up the dagger and.
Okay. You do feel a little more focused, like clear of mind when holding it.
Huh. This is interesting. Where did you get this?
He's not in the room with you right now. He just turned away. You actually hear some banging downstairs.
She'll kind of do like some, twirls and is checking the balance of the dagger and trying to see like why she felt more focused with it.
All right. Well, I guess since you're investigating it, you would learn that you can add a 1d4 to any skill checks while holding this.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
So I was actually saying that I was on mute though. Give me some investigation checks, and we'll do, because you're in Ismark's room there, so give me 4 of them. And
Okay.
they're not at disadvantage because you guys have been long enough and sobered up enough the events that have happened.
And that knife gives bonuses to skill checks. Sounds like a useful knife.
Mira, did you use
All right,
your
and then
advantage?
So I need to add a d4. I have not. So I'll get to add a 4.
So that becomes 12.
But I get to roll it at advantage because I have advantage that Cole gave me. Oh!
Yes. Now do that 3 more times.
All right. Okay. But these ones are just normal. All right.
I think they get a D4 added to every one of them.
Okay.
If
All
I
right.
understood that
Do you
right.
want me to roll the d4 separately or just
Use
are
the
we going
flat?
No, while looking around the room and feeling around for stuff, you didn't find very much in any of the areas. Maybe some loose change here and there, some czars lined up on the table here and there, and maybe like some small bags of coins, but nothing really substantial. Until you looked into the fireplace. And when you did, you found a little brick that shifts over a little bit with that 22 and the 20.
And that 21.
And the 21. Any of those would have done it. So you found a brick that shifted over, and then it looks like one of the bricks sort of falls out. As you pull this one brick over, this other brick sort of falls out, and you can see a storage space back there, and it's got a hefty sack full of coins.
All right. I'll look in the sack. Is there anything else other than coins?
There's probably close to 1,000 czars in this bag.
You're a Zarinair.
Zarinair.
And all throughout the room and the house, you can find some more baubles and things like little gems and stuff, but they all seem rather...
Anything silver?
Anything that was really valuable has already been picked over in the last year or so since they upped their wealth. But
Okay.
No, there's no silver, as far as you
Okay.
can tell. Only the
Alright.
silver from the electrum pieces, which is only partially silver.
Right. It's not pure silver. Okay. So she'll see this, and I'm going to, just for myself, see what she's going to do. All right. So she sees this, and she thinks she wants to take it because she's feeling this whole day and this whole journey that she's been on, she's feeling really out of her element, and she wants to just feel some sense of normalcy in her life. And weirdly, one of the things that makes her feel normal is spying and sneaking and doing
thieving
things
and
and
taking.
thieving and taking things. So she's going to she's not going to take all the money. She doesn't want it to be missing, and she likes Ireena. She thinks Ireena is not a terrible person. So she's going to take about 50 of the electrum pieces and put them in her pouch. And then she'll put the brick back and take a deep breath and go to find Chris to give his dagger back.
So you're leaving the pouch with most of it there?
Yep.
Just taking 50 out? Okay.
Yep. And she'll put it back. And she'll go and find Chris to give him his dagger back. Chris, are you here? Where are you?
I'm just downstairs hanging up this fish. Bang, 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 bang.
Are you sure Ireena's gonna want that hanging there?
That
I
is
have
actually
no
the perfect
idea.
spot. That looks like a wonderful spot for a fish too. Because like it's on the opposite side of the kitchen, and there's a nice open wall there.
Well, Myra, since you asked, I am absolutely certain. Otherwise, I would not have put it here.
Wait, well, I really kind of want to keep it. I'm not gonna lie, but I think this is yours. And she'll kind of do
wonderful.
a little twirl with her dagger.
Oh,
Well, with Chris's dagger that she wishes were hers.
it's quite nice. It just dances across your fingers like that. You can hold on to it for a little bit if you'd like, or
Are
as
you
long as I know where it's at.
Are you sure? I mean, it's not like I don't have any daggers, she's saying as she kind of gestures to her belt that has like 6 daggers along the back.
Well, that's a good point. And besides, it'd be a little bad if I was unarmed, like earlier. Yes, like kind of coming back to me, a little bit of foggy glimpses, trying to punch a vampire, was I?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
didn't-
you did try to do that, didn't you?
Yeah, didn't work out very well. And he kind of like rubs his neck a little bit.
Eek.
Do you even? I mean, I've heard things about vampires, but I've never experienced anything like this before in my entire life. She'll hand him the dagger.
Well, to be honest, I am out of my element as well. But that's what life is all about, right? New horizons and whatnot.
Such as they are.
Yes. Well, do you know anything about vampires? Because I just know that they bite people, and they bite people.
What does Mira know about vampires?
Give me a history check.
Okay.
And Ireena is going to roll a dice as she walks by.
Nothing is the answer to that question.
Wow. Okay, Ireena loves the fish placement. She's been really in a bad mood all day, and she's just like, "Whoa, cool," and then continues on to the kitchen.
It makes her it makes her think of what's his name? Periwinkle?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
See, what did I tell you? She loves it.
She
You were right.
recognizes
I'll
the-
give this one to you.
So your history check, you really don't know too much. You can tell they like to bite, from what you can see because of what you just experienced.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as knowledge of any further knowledge. That's all you can recall right now.
All right. Well, I can tell you that they apparently like to bite things and definitely lean towards some form of cannibalism, which I am not about. Not a fan. I don't do with the cannibalism, Chris.
That's I am in agreement in there that eating people is not on the menu.
Mm-mm.
Y'all can hear Cole snoring in the room next to the kitchen.
Well, at least it seems like Cole's getting
Yes.
decent
Cole doesn't
rest.
seem to have any. Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, he seems to have a sense for the dangerous. Sure, if we're in trouble, he'd be up and at it. Well, I think I'm gonna just get a bite to eat and turn in for the night. What do you
I
up
think
to?
we all should.
Yeah.
I mean, I could certainly use a rest. I'm feeling pretty just spent and not in a fun way.
And Ireena's making some dinner for everybody with the last of their good food.
She walks out, everyone's asleep.
We're all just like,
Nice.
Harsh.
Where the heck is she?
I don't know. Where'd you move her?
There we go. You guys hear a knock on the door as everybody's settling down to dinner.
Knock, knock. It's Granny.
It is. Hello, dearie.
She's a hag.
Come in, Granny. Would you like to join us for dinner? Oh, thank you so much. Yes. Oh, it's good to see you again. She walks by Midnight and gives her the you're huge kind of,
You're big.
Are we all asleep right now?
So big.
Well, you were gonna. She
I
was
am.
making dinner, and it's up to you guys if you're asleep or not. But
Oh, okay.
Ireena is sitting down to dinner and invited Granny over. So
All right.
if anybody
Well, I
wants
guess I'd be
to
in the
join
kitchen
them,
making something to eat.
if anybody
Well-
wants to join them, they can. Because you guys were saying you wanted to get Granny in on helping out the kids and everything, so.
It's an awfully big table for just 3 people.
Yes, thanks for rubbing it in.
Were there
Ireena's
nights where this
prepared.
table would be full?
When my father was healthy, yes.
Was 4 people large.
Sorry, Greg, can you move me down to the first floor?
Oh, you should be right here.
I mean, my token's there, but I'm on the second floor.
Oh, as a player, you're on the second floor. Your token's on the first floor.
Now I'm on the first floor. Thank you very much.
Wonder you didn't move your token the whole time.
Yeah.
Cole's sleeping, I guess.
Yep.
He probably ate a turkey leg and fell asleep.
It was the
Um,
pastries.
Yeah, so if Cole ate a pastry, he's out. You're gonna wake up in 8 hours, Cole.
Actually, I think it's more like 7 hours now.
Fair enough. As you, anybody who did eat a pastry, does feel a little groggy and like a nice sleep is coming tonight. And if you've already decided to go to sleep, then that's your call. And so did anybody else here eat? I guess Krim tasted them. She's gonna ask Krim how he
Yeah.
liked them. How did you enjoy that maple nut pastry, dear? Maple nut pie.
I haven't had anything like it before.
That's what a lot of people say. Promise though, if you have the whole thing, you'll have a great night's sleep. It's not something that's easy to come by these days.
I'll try, but I have little stomach space.
He eats like a bird.
It's funny.
Right, Mira will have. She didn't have one at the cart, but here she'll have like one of the potato ones. That sounds good to her.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I have some in my shirt.
Wow.
She just pulls them out of her shirt. I'm like, "What?"
Shirt pie.
No, she actually does have her cart just outside, so she goes back out and grabs it.
I'm sorry, I thought she brought some into the house. Oh, well, thank you. You didn't have to go out to your cart to get one. It just sounded good at the moment.
Oh, no, they are. I love them myself. I can't. And she, like, taps her belly a little bit. She's like, I'm trying to always walk and keep this off, but these pastries.
Mira will take a bite. And I'm assuming it's delicious.
Tastes pretty good compared to all the, you know, like,
Rations
except
and stuff
for,
I've been eating.
yeah, rations and everything else. Like, the only meals we've had that are any good are the ones in this place, actually, recently.
Yes, it is. It is quite delicious, Granny. Thank you. And thank you for being open to Chris's suggestion.
Yes, we appreciate you coming.
Well, I really do care about the children here, so if there's a way I can help, then, and Ireena, I'm so sorry. So sorry about your father and your brother now. You have to take care of yourself better. Yes, that's my plan. She, like, pushes her food forward. She's not really eating anything.
Well, she's had a rough day. Her brother, well, I don't think it'd be really right to talk about it, but we lost him today. And
You see she's starting to tear up pretty good.
Yes, but thankfully the warm company of people like yourself provides us some refuge. I think it'd be best if we just stayed focused on the future and what we can do to help the town out. So, are you interested in taking us up on this deal?
Well, what do I do?
Well, you would be in charge of setting the rules and being the face of this orphanage, and we could probably find 2 or 3 young men to help provide the labor and, you know, help keep things in line.
Maybe Periwinkle?
Yeah, maybe Periwinkle. And
Oh, he's a strong boy.
yes.
Yeah, okay, yes, that I could. And she, like, looking around and stands up and sits down on one of the comfy chairs here. She's like, I could get used to this place. Like, you know,
Granny's in retirement now.
she puts one of her old feet up on the table here.
We just gave her a retirement home.
Well, she seems quite the natural.
It's a deal. But how are we gonna feed the kids?
I don't know. I don't know much about this land or the logistics there within. I leave it up to you.
Well, I don't have any food for kids. Living in a house together, I sometimes scrape together enough to. Well, I buy my ingredients and I
All right.
sell
Well,
my pies.
I mean,
And me and my
I guess
sisters.
you make a good point. Maybe this isn't right.
Do you have a secure source for your supplies to make your food?
Well, we get most of what we need from town here out to east of town sometimes. Sometimes there's shipments from Vallaki, and the Vistani are quite helpful sometimes if you have money.
There's coin, and she'll look at Ireena.
Ireena doesn't really know what you're talking about. It doesn't look like.
I was
Maybe you should show her.
I was upstairs and in the corner room with the fireplace.
My
If you-
father's study.
Yes, if there's a loose brick you see, and I opened the loose brick, and in it is a bag of what I assume was your father's emergency fund.
Oh, and like a look of recognition kind of comes over her face, like, that makes sense. I've seen Ismark. She's seen Ismark go in and out of that room before and come out with money, so she figured it was something like that, but never found it herself.
I found approximately, I don't know the exact number, but it was somewhere around 950
50.
gold zars.
Czar.
Gold SARS. No.
950 zars, which
she does a spit take. 950 SARs. Even the granny takes her foot off the table, looks at you like, what?
Like, what?
But Ireena, that is technically now your money, and what you choose to do with those funds is your choice.
I would not presume to do anything for myself. My brother is this was his idea. This was his mission, was to make everything safe again for the families and for the kids here. So I think that's the right thing to do is to make sure they have food. Yes.
At the prices they charge in this town, that'll last you a week.
I was about to say, if you're going to use Periwinkle to help you, don't tell his cousin about the money.
Oh, I wouldn't be telling anybody about the money if I were you. But I could hold on to that safely, I suppose.
All right,
Use it to buy
insight check on the granny.
Granny size became dollar signs.
Go ahead and roll.
All right.
Granny seems sus.
More of she just wants to make sure that if she's going to use the money, she's going to use it properly.
I can make an attempt as well.
I say as I stole 50 of the pieces.
I hope
fine.
someone does better than me.
Yeah, she seems yeah, it totally seems legit. She's for a second there you get a little glimpse of like, she's not gonna take the money. She's a nice, yeah, and then she's an old lady. It's fine. She knows what she's doing. Surviving out here at a business. Out in the wilds like this. She must be a tough old bird, right?
Go Leafs go.
Oh, nice. That's my buddy. Are they winning? Yeah, so
I don't know. He'll have to tell us in chat if they're winning or not.
if everybody is done here for the night, or what are you guys doing? How do you going to proceed with that? It's up to you how everything goes. So.
Well, I'm ready to turn in, and thank you, Grandma, and Ireena. I wish you the best. Good night, everybody.
I'd better get going. You all gonna be here in the morning, or I'll be back to town in the morning, but I should go back.
We will be here, but not for long. I believe that we are planning on heading out in the morning.
I think we need to clear the field first, don't we? So they can grow crops. That'll help her feed the orphans.
If we do that, we wouldn't get the shortcut with the Vistani. I think.
Well, you
'Cause that knocks
figure
a
it out,
couple
and I'll see y'all tomorrow if you're still here. Where do I get this money from?
As she asks again.
I'll show it to Ireena, and Ireena can leave in proper instructions for you.
Okay,
Ireena's gonna be like, "It's mine."
And she takes off out the door, and as she's opening the door, you hear a donkey sound. A donkey. Yep, there you go. I don't even need a soundboard. Just get a sleeping coal.
All right. So Mira, before she goes to bed, she'll show Ireena where the money is, and then go to bed.
Ireena's gonna sleep down in the room where her brother is.
Score is 0-0. They just started.
Oh, right on.
And he said,
That's great.
"Enjoy your game."
Right on. Oh, I see that now, yeah.
Thank you, Random City.
Thanks, Stillmatic. So yeah. Is that everybody's going to bed? I think that's it then, right?
Yep, I'm gonna start boosting.
Okay. So if everybody's going to bed and doing the end of the night stuff, then I'll let you do your hit dice or anything like that you want to do. Is anybody taking watch or?
Midnight is always on watch.
I figured so.
Always.
It's actually a night where you feel like there should be something happening because of all the stuff that's happened today and everything that's happened since you got here. It's just been kind of a little bit of a chaotic time, and when you can hear crickets, it gets a little disturbing, even just having nothing there.
Just having nothing trying to kill you.
Not even the baying of wolves in the distance, which is unusual because usually from here, even at night, you can hear them. They're not usually really loud.
You know how hard it is to sleep with crickets outside your window?
Well, not for you. And anybody who's had pie, because if you've had any pie, you have a wonderful sleep, and you are completely unconscious for 8 hours.
Woo, long rest.
Long rest. Yay!
Long rest, spell slots.
So if you have had pie, let's put a marker on your tokens so I know. Krim had some, right?
Yep. Just a tad
Let's
bit.
go. What's a pie token thing?
It looks like a
3.14.
pie.
How about
3.14.
3.14? Yeah, okay.
I love that.
Oh! That's
How
awesome.
did you do that?
That is awesome. Educational.
Educational.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, so anybody who's had pie, do what Krim did. And
I don't know how to do the cool circles, but... Oh,
They're at the top.
You just hover on them and then click a number.
I put 314 and there's a red circle. That's close enough for me.
Oh, I see. Okay. There's many ways to discover pi. Okay, so yeah, we're done for the day there, I guess, and because it makes no sense to do too much more here. So when the sun rises, some of you are a little bit sleepy still. Ireena already has her brother on. She's pulled in a wagon from outside. The same one that they brought her father. You guys brought her father to the church with, and her brother is in the wagon. And she's ready to go if anybody else needs to. She's got her stuff packed up, and she's eager to hit the road to save her brother.
Did we put like a marker on her to signify how many days are left till it till the spell has to be recast.
So that was a 7-day spell, right?
Yeah, and it was casted yesterday, so it'd be about 6 now.
Yeah, she's got a 6 on her now.
So like by the time it hits 1, I'll probably need to recast it again.
Right. That makes
If
sense.
it takes that long.
So if you have had a pie, you could just put a red marker like Mira has. You don't need the 3.14 unless you really want to. Because
Like
it's
the
going to get...
fun.
3.14.
Yeah.
It's good. Okay, just saying. If you needed to add any more of those things, it gets really complex, but...
Also, while looking through the icons, there is an actual status for drunk.
Yes,
I
there
put
is
out
actually.
in a poison vial.
There is actually, yeah, because...
Yeah, like 2 rows up, there's a flagon of beer.
Yeah, so if you guys did want to hit the road right away, Ireena is ready tomorrow to do so, or I guess today now, and but yeah, we'll pick up from there in the next session.
Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right,
Everybody have a great night.
All right.
Thanks for stopping by.
Don't
Hopefully
get
you've
hit by
earned some points.
vampires.
Night.
Bye for now. Oh wait, I need to do this first. Bye bye.